Well, today the controller's coming out of the steering wheel. Is gonna be here, so we're gonna probably doing a installation vertical live stream this afternoon. So the Mac or the PC's coming tomorrow. So today's vertical stream is going to be about the installation of the steering wheel on the Mac. The only thing is we have to download the Eat America Truck Simulator for the Mac because we didn't download the game. So it was originally I absolutely couldn't play it on the Mac, so it didn't work with my Xbox controller. So we're gonna try to get that stuff installed today.
Oh yeah!
Yes, indeed. Stan CT said that because we have records that we haven't played yet, he doesn't want to necessarily ship any more records. And, well, I haven't been here for a couple weekends because I was with Noodles twice to New York. And on both Sundays, I have been too tired to do anything with music. Seemed like it was 3 Sundays. May have been 3 Sundays. This weekend, Noodles is coming again, but he's going to be coming out of my house, so maybe we can get some music playing. So we'll see if we can try to get the records playing for Ceremony this weekend. I don't know if I know where the Cheech and Chong record is. I gotta go find it. We'll see if I can find those and get those records off and all set to go. Thank you for the follow. We have achieved a goal of 3,005 subs at this point.
Oh yeah!
Good morning, Chris. How you doing today? So, that's where we stand today. I'm waiting for Amazon guy to show up with the steering wheel and the other things that I bought at the same time. And that was already in the order, such as the 2 external 3.5 inch hard drive cases, the action camera as well was in there. So, the gaming shifter. Now, everybody says, "Oh, what about the paddle shifter in the rear of the wheel? What are you gonna do with that?" Using for turn signals because I didn't see a turn signal control on the wheel for the right and left blinkers, and so probably use those to turn on the blinkers on the truck. And then we'll set up the shifter. It's a simple transmission, 5-speed, but then I have to figure out how we're going to set the low and high gears. Or we can set up as a simple transmission, which means just up and down. Push it forward to go forward, pull it back to go backwards. For now, and then eventually add 5 speeds. Or maybe set as an automatic transmission. I don't know yet. So anyway, that's that. Today's link is HPQ, just because I want to get the show started real quick. Tina wanted to try to talk to me. She said to me in a private message that she didn't understand how it worked with me and Lumi or what we do or why we do what we do. I thought we said it was pretty clear, but I guess it isn't clear. If that makes any sense. Yeah, it makes sense, but not everybody gets it. Yeah, not everybody gets it. So anyway, I was so hyped up last night about the wheel, I didn't get a ton of sleep. I mean, I did sleep some, but I didn't sleep as much as I would normally do because I was just getting so excited to see if I can get the wheel set up and get in the map playing and asking myself, am I going to be able to see the steering on my screen with a big steering wheel like right there between me and the screen? NORAD every time concerns you and talking about stupid stuff that don't matter. I suppose just scan off the screen. What in the heck are you talking about, coming flow? I swear to God, I don't even know what he's talking about. Good morning, Bianca. How you doing today? Good morning. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have the door open to the hallway so that the Amazon guy can just slide the box into my apartment. And then I hope it'll bring upstairs instead of making me have to go downstairs and chase to pick up a box with all that stuff in it. And the computer downstairs is supposed to be brought up by FedEx. No, I don't get what's going on with Comic Flu. Okay. Oh, thank you, Comic Flu. Appreciate it. I talked to let's get real with Michael there on the West Coast last night on his show for a little bit. And well, I'm having a blessed day, but like I said, where I am right now, it's overcast, and I think it's raining. Let me check. Yeah, I think it's raining. Yeah, it looks like it to me. Yeah. So yeah. No, I'm not gonna do a fundraiser again, Miss Sewing Machine. We told him he should check out Free Cycle on Craigslist, and we also told him that I believe that he has the ability to find some work. Okay, somebody come on panel. It's Comedy Flu. Oh man, let me get a cursor. Get on there. Add one. Hello, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
Hey.
Nice to be up here this morning. So I was doing something you did. You know, it was very much inspired by you. So I was talking about my story with Gemini this morning about what my legal course of action could be about how I was treated with the whole situation of what happened to me from the hospital. Well, from getting hurt at Tops and then being laid off and then being dismissed from Instacart because they allowed me to take care of the business meeting, and I told them what was going on and what Instacart was going to do. And because they didn't have their own legal representation, I told them all the secrets that they were going to do too. And because of that, Tops ended the business relationship with Instacart. You know what I mean?
I
But
worked for Instacart.
yeah, I used to work for Instacart, and then I was on medical leave, and during my medical leave, I had my
Oh, okay.
breakdown on the back of the ambulance, and I was never properly fired. But because of what I said in the business meeting to Tops, and that Tops ended the contract with them, that Instacart said they let me go because I acted unprofessionally. But at the same time, I told them I had no legal recourse to protect their interest if they weren't going to send up their own legal representation. Now, Dave, I've been making a recording all day that I'd like to send to you, Noodles, and it'll give you a whole idea. But I was talking to Meta, and it's pretty good. Not Meta, I'm sorry, Gemini, but Noodles, it's very much worth a listen, and not the whole old brother fucking eyes that Golden Girl are giving. I told her after I pay her money and I'm square with her and she's happy that I gave her the money that I owe her, that I never want to see her again. And it's sad because I consider her family and I love her family and I love being here, but just everything she's also helped put me through, because she doesn't understand I'm going through something, even though I don't mean to be a pain in anybody's ass.
Okay. So
I.e.,
you're talking specifically about Golden Girl.
yes. And then Noodles is telling me that Golden Girl told him not to talk to me, even though I've been wanting to talk to him about business ideas, things that can make money. And all I want to do is talk to him about it as a friend. And he can't even be a man and call me. I don't understand what the fuck is up. I got ideas, asshole. I got ideas.
Well, it's between you and Noodles, but just
I
like
know, but
Tina tried to reach back
this
to
involves
me.
the whole community. This involves the whole community. All right. Everybody that listens to me or has ever listened to me, I owe you something. And I want to make sure I give you what I owe you or what you want. Okay.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Tina tried to reach me just before I got ready to go live, and I think she kind of wanted to try to get more closure or what she said to me yesterday afternoon.
Yeah. Now, remember, Michelle, we were also talking yesterday, and we discussed some stuff, and you said you would try it later in the week. But I'm very interested in doing that too. Okay, and we'll do it on the vertical. That way, it counts as one of your verticals, because it is important you maintain a vertical presence too. Okay.
Yeah, I do maintain a vertical presence. Like
Yeah.
I said,
I can
today.
help. I can help with that, though. You see what I'm saying? That's what I was sent here to do. That's what Dave sent me here to do. He said maybe you can help Michelle, and I said, all right, I'll do that for you, Dave. Dave, tell him that's what you asked me to do. Come here and help Michelle.
Well, all I know is this week is Stan CT says, "Oh, I'm not sending Michelle any more records because she hasn't played the records I sent her yet." Well,
Well, that's because you haven't had
what
time.
Stan
You haven't
forgot
had
is
time.
that for 2 weeks I've been with Noodles. I
Yeah, you haven't had
haven't.
time.
I've been tired 2 Sundays in a row. So that's means Silver Moon hadn't been on the air for 2 Sundays in a row. And now, of course, Sunday this week, I can probably get some Silver Moon in.
I took a break because I needed to comprehend things and put things together, which I was doing last night. But I'm sorry, Michelle. This is your show. Let's talk about you and not less about me, since that's where Grizz wants to take it, and then Golden Girl and her bullshit too.
Well, I mean, okay, as I said, I'm looking forward to today. We're supposed to get a steering wheel. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it because I'm gonna be trying it on this Mac Mini first before I
yeah.
put it on the PC, which is coming tomorrow. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to see how this works.
Yeah.
And I was a little manic last night myself because I was like, "Where am I going to put it? How am I going to mount this? How am I going to
Hey,
mount
hey,
this?"
Michelle, even though it says it's got Mac compatible drivers, you still might need a hacker to make it work more
Well,
like the
I still
PC
have
driver.
to dial in the settings to be, best compatible for my eyesight. That's the
Yeah.
part that, of course, is not specifically the wheel oriented, but obviously location, location, location. Where are you going to
Yeah.
put it?
Yeah. Yeah. But the other thing, like I was saying though, we got to have some. There's got to be somebody in the community other than me that knows programming. Because with my arthritis, I'm not trying to be a programmer again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then, of course, like I said, um, Carmen wasn't here last night, so I didn't get a chance to talk to her about this. But I just, when Tina said that she doesn't understand how me and Lumi work, I really kind of wish I could find a way I could explain it, like there's some magic
Yeah.
statement that would
Yeah.
totally.
I kind of didn't like how Tina. It's like she misunderstands the situation, but she thinks she does understand the situation. It's not as easy as one colored horse. It's the horse of many colors.
Well, me and Lumi's situation is very unusual, which is very true. Um, but I've explained it so many times that, and I told him, I said, look, compare what you can see in the DSM-5 from the American Psychiatric Association under dissociative identity disorder. Like therapist said, you don't have DID. You do not have the symptoms of DID. And yet, she's not sure what I am. And I
Yeah.
understand that she's not, board certified specialist or anything, you know.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's always going to be those people that are always going to say, well, you're kind of a hexagon peg, so I should be able to shove you in a square hole. Well,
Yeah.
no, not always. Maybe if the hole's a little bit bigger than the peg, it'll fit in there, but it certainly isn't going to look right. You
Yeah.
know? So, um, I just, wish I could find a way to explain it without having to keep beating my head against the wall over and over again.
Oh, Michelle, you remember how you suggested free cycle yesterday? I'm only bringing this up because of yesterday, but the Ripley free cycle has no pages available. It's like all the active members who used to be active on free cycle aren't active anymore. So,
It's an
so maybe I got to put
organization.
out a message.
I'm sure in
I got
upstate
to.
New York there must be one.
I know, but I'm just saying the Ripley, New York one. There's nobody active in it anymore. I joined it, and I'm the only active member. I guess I have to start up the hoopla, if you know what I mean, to try to get interest back into the group.
What about Facebook?
Well, yeah, I know Facebook Marketplace too, but I have to ask
All
Durain
right,
to
so what's going on my
look
panel?
there for me.
Hold on a minute. I gotta get
I'd have to ask Durain to look there for me.
Kitty. Go ahead, Kitty. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Hey, Welch, can somebody post Welch's channel? Because I would also, anybody who isn't blue,
I'll do it.
I'm not even blue either. So I'd like to sub up to people, and it was easy when I could click people and then sub. That's why you make people blue, so everybody can sub to everybody, and everybody who needs subs gets the subs they need. I know you couldn't explain that to red, is why everybody gets a wrench, so everybody can sub to everybody, but
Yeah. So anyway, how you doing, Tiger Kitty?
Tiger Kitty.
I'm good. I'm just gonna put her link in there.
So the video that I made thus far, it's an hour and 18 minutes, 20 minutes long. I can edit out parts of it because sometimes Gemini gets a little off task, and she always asks you to continue. It's like, can you just continue on the topic I asked you about and just continue to its completion? No, I got to say, please continue. Yes, further information. You know what I mean? And it's just like, then she repeats what she said, and it's like, all right, now continue. You know what I mean? And it's like dragging a horse to a water and making them drink.
Like I said, right now, I gotta watch out for the furry engineer. He's sitting on my mixer board again. So he likes
That'd
to
be
push.
funny
He
if he
likes
does
to push
something
some
funny.
microphone routing buttons on my board, so I gotta watch out for that.
Hey,
He's
tell
got
your
his
kitty,
big
you want to know
fat
something
mitts
funny
right
I
on my
learned
buttons.
yesterday?
Yeah, what?
All right, so I called up the operator at T-Mobile, and I was like, do you know what your job used to entail? And she goes, tell me. I was like, well, before you used to be part of a switchboard, and you would operate a switchboard and connect people through those connections. I was like, do you even know how to build a switchboard? And she goes, no. I was like, well, technically, by that regard, if you're not even understanding a basic switchboard and its operations, you shouldn't be a customer service representative. And I said, don't take that insultively. You should know the background of the job you're actually taking and all the dimensions of what could be required one day if the world comes to an end. You should know how to rebuild a switchboard. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think
Customer
that's
service
necessary.
representative.
You think somebody who works on a cash register should know how to build a cash register?
No, well, technically yes, but by the history of that what that job requires, yes. But because technology is advanced, people forgot that there's easy ways to do that. And as long as you have a calculator, you've already built a cash register. And in the purposes of building a switchboard, Michelle can vouch for this. It's simple copper wire, right, Michelle?
Right.
Exactly. Michelle knows how to operate and run a switchboard. She does it on a daily.
What are you doing, Michelle?
I was gonna say the cat.
Hi, Rusty.
He's sitting on my board, so if I get knocked offline, you know why. He's sitting on my sound system.
It must be warm. Maybe it's warm there, Michelle.
So anyway, Stan is belly aching because I didn't play his records he sent me yet.
Yeah, but you haven't had a silver moon. I heard that. You haven't had a silver moon properly.
I was supposed to have a silver moon twice, and we didn't have it twice because we went to New York. And then when I got home on Sundays, both days, I was so dog tired.
I know.
I don't know.
Morning, Neds.
Morning, Dads. Morning, everybody else.
Hey, I really enjoyed Nads on the radio show yesterday. That was awesome. It was nice to hear you up here, Nads.
Yeah, I love Nads.
Yep, Nads is awesome.
Nads is a good egg.
Yep.
Yeah. So right now, the steering wheel's coming today. We're gonna try to set it up on the Mac Mini. But the one thing we're gonna run into is I gotta install the program first, American Truck Simulator, because I don't have that installed right now. I have it on the Windows side of the machine, but I don't have the Mac version installed right now. And then once I get the thing physically installed, then I gotta set it so all the controls are gonna work, good for me.
Yeah. Michelle, like I was telling you, though, I know for a fact that the window drivers are better than the Mac drivers. You might have to have somebody just gloss over it and make sure
are made by
they're
the same
compatible.
people. They're made by Logitech, so...
I know, but just because they had their... Trust me, so many people gloss over Mac drivers and just go for the simplest route. They're not going to be as intuitive as the window drivers, is what I'm trying to express
the PC that's coming tomorrow has got 32 gigabytes of RAM versus the Mac 16 with the integrated graphics. But
yeah.
Hey, Comedy, can I ask you something? You keep talking about Gemini, and we have the wonderful Gemini Gem here. You're not talking about our Gemini, are you?
No, not Jemmy. No. But,
she's Jemmy.
Hi, Michelle.
Who are you talking about? Who's Gemini?
Hey,
Google
everyone.
Assistant. Hi, Bradley.
Oh, okay.
Bradley understands what I'm talking
Bradley.
about. It's funny.
Good morning, Bradley. How you doing?
Aren't we lucky, Michelle? We get to look
I'm
at
good.
Bradley in the morning.
Yeah, Bradley's a sexy beast.
He is.
So right now
I
it's
wish I was
raining.
younger.
It's not snowing, but it's
Waiting for my
raining.
tech to
Might have
show
to
up.
get a facelift.
See, Bradley, when you subbed to me, remember when you were first subbed to me, you said you believed in the message, remember?
Yeah.
And I know you still
just,
believe.
you just don't want everyone to end up like the aliens in District 9. You know, they got all this
Exactly.
grand tech that they don't know how to use.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, I got a problem. I don't talk enough.
Hey, Michelle, does the wheel have rumble capability?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay,
it's
cool.
a Logitech G29. It's compatible with PlayStation 3, 4, and 5, and with Mac and PC.
See, Bradley,
nice.
what I was trying to express to her with the KEX, which is KEXTs, the connections, the drivers for Mac, they're not going to be as well written as the Windows drivers are. That's what I was just trying to express to her with the whole Mac compatibility.
So it might be like
Well, I got one of each machine, so obviously I'll try it on both.
I know, but it'll perform better on the PC.
Yeah, well, I mean, there were other things I was going to do with the thing on the PC besides just having the wheel. I was going to go ahead and eventually get a button box set up, and by installing a second Elgato Stream Deck just for the PC side of it, so that we can use that like a control dashboard for the game, so that we can do things like turn on the lights, start the motor, turn on the flashers, and the other signals. So I don't have to necessarily have the keyboard, because right now the problem is on the PC, I'm not going to have a lot of room to mount things to that desk. But this desk is a mess. I'm talking about the one I'm at right now. Eventually I want to get a new L-shaped desk for this one too. But then someone's going to have to carry this stainless or this steel desk down to the tip. And I don't know who's going to be strong enough.
Do you have like a TV tray? Like one of those little fold-up TV trays? You could use that maybe. I don't know how big the thing is, though. I don't know how big the setup is with the other shifter.
Could you show the panel, please, so that the women can have a little drool over Brad? Quick.
The desk, I'll show you my desk too.
There you go. Look at that. Hey.
See, Bradley, I'm just chopped salad over here. And
hey, look at that, Gem.
This is the desk here.
I still love you.
This is one of those ancient steel office desks.
Yeah, that's a perfect setup.
And then we have my little table over here.
Desk.
And then they have over here in the corner, we have the M1 Mac Mini down there. I don't know if you can see it. You can see my fan more than you can see the computer. You can see the computer there and all the hardware plugged into it. And then we have, of course, some of the PowerPoints down there.
Yummy.
And then the mixer board over there.
We'll have a chat after the show, Jim.
So
I'll take some screenshots.
You're making me blush.
So the thing is that the bedroom is even more snug. So I have to figure where we're gonna put everything in. The bedroom is got a 32-inch TV, which can be used for the game for the truck. But it's now it's not a dual screen. It's not a 4K screen. It's not an 8K screen. So unfortunately, it's gonna be a little bit kind of workable for the truck, but kind of not workable for the truck with the steering wheel. So I'm gonna try to get that set up so we can drive the truck in a comfortable way. But like I said, Stan's comment this morning kind of, just like, I don't know if I would say, hey, it whooped me the wrong way. I was like, Stan, I haven't been here for 2 friggin' weeks to do Silver Moon. And Noodles is coming this week, too.
I wish I could copy his face. Spread it all over the
So you see now why my
dreamy. Oh, Brad is dreamy.
Dreaming about
Good morning,
what?
Kay.
Oh, you mean attractive? Yeah. Okay, I'll give him there.
Yeah, he is. Look at
Good
that,
morning,
Michelle.
Anthropic.
You wouldn't say no, would you, Michelle?
He's looking at me.
Hey, everyone.
Got like a light gray green eye.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad, you're supposed to say, now I know what a god feels like.
I don't know what. Everybody said my eyes.
Hack the planet, Bradley. Hack the planet.
Everybody said my eyes right now like a dark green.
Bradley, his eyes are blue. But no, hack the planet, Bradley. Say it for me, please. Come on, just one time. Hack the planet, man. Hack the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradley.
All right. Yes, Tina, good morning.
Good morning, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Hey, morning,
Hello.
Tina. Tina, what do you
Good
think of
morning,
Brad?
everyone.
Look at Brad, Tina. What do you reckon? Not bad.
Not bad.
Oh, you're a noodles. You prefer noodles, don't you?
So, Tina, what else you want to talk to me this morning? Because she called me right before the morning.
Yeah, I forget. I'm old.
I think it was about last night, wasn't it?
Tina, there's nothing wrong with being old. Remember, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. It just takes more time.
Okay.
Woof.
Well, I think Brad would probably go up to 30, 35, wouldn't you, Brad? How old are you, Brad?
Hey, Miss Anthropic. Hang on.
34.
Yeah, he's 34.
He might even do
now,
a 40 at a push if they looked all right.
Miss Anthropic, what have I told you in my early hacking days of Yahoo? I actually did call myself Zero Cool, but instead of the L being at the end, it was a 1.
It can be a normal thing, Kate. We have to watch out for when new people come up if they're going to do something nasty. Which right
we'll
now,
have a little drool over Brad a bit later again. People want your face up, Bradley. Or come
Bradley,
on panel and just sit here and drool. You don't have to talk.
Yeah, Bradley, they just want to ride your face.
Are we sexually harassing Bradley?
No. He just said you're making him blush, that's all.
Well, technically you're right. It's not actually an open panel. It's not EJT, but if it was EJT, yes, we couldn't show the panel because some might come over and flash skin, and all of a sudden our channel becomes a greasy mark on YouTube sidewalk.
Yep. Yeah, that was my name back in my early Yahoo days, Miss Anthropic. And that's also when I was talking with Mr. Seth MacFarlane and telling him my idea and my story and everything. And he always
talked to Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, and he always
comedy.
I swear to hand to God on it. I don't have to make shit up. It is everybody wants to believe.
All right, where does he live?
I don't know where he lives. I talked to him on Yahoo when he used to talk to people on his Stewie Must Die at yahoo.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, I used to talk to him, and it's funny.
The thing with StreamYards, guys, there's a couple of things with StreamYards. Number one, notice when people talk on the bottom, you got the closed captions. And plus,
Michelle,
Google Chrome.
Do you know how many times you interrupt people is getting worse?
I'm sorry, I know, but I was just trying to explain that.
I know you don't mean to.
I let her talk, but okay. So I told him, well, at the point now, Seth, but I could do something amazing, and I could tell you my whole life story as it is right now in about 5 minutes. And he's like, well, I got 5 minutes to waste. Let's hear it. And I was like, all right, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about everything, but here it is. And he's like, wow, that's one hell of a story. I said, yeah, I wish I would write it down, and et cetera, et cetera. You know, a lot of people told me if I write this down, it'd be a great book and they'd like to read it.
Yep.
So that's
hey, Michelle, I've just had a money-making thought. We could pimp out Brad. The women like Brad.
Tiger,
how about 30 minutes?
Sorry, my phone was overheating.
On the phone with Brad for like, how much? 30 minutes. It is getting a Christmas. $10 for a Michelle donation. You can have Brad for 30 minutes on a phone call.
And he is a carpenter, and he does know how to build stuff, and he's willing to do housework too. But again, you have to pay a little extra.
Housework in the buff will be $100
Not the
an
buff.
hour.
He's gonna be in blue jeans, and he'll have his shirt off, but that's about the minimum. And at the same
Brad,
time,
can I book now then? I'd like my house needs a deep cleaning. I mean deep.
Bradley,
probably gonna need you about a week.
Tiger, it's $21 an hour though. So
I don't care. I got the money. I'll have him for a week.
Now, Tiger, I would, Tiger, when you want to take a moment and talk to me privately, I do have more ideas that I want to talk about. And I don't like Red to keep joking about Taco Bell. Yes, I do know the secrets of Taco Bell and any fast food restaurant. All right. But I would like to talk to you.
Okay. A bit later on, after the show, I've got to do a few. I'll message you on Discord a bit later.
Yeah, but I have business ideas that I'd like to run by you first, okay?
Does it involve
I wanted to talk to Dave, but Dave, again, being an asshole for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's some of the stuff.
He's not comedy. He's being actually a very good friend to you, and you don't realize it. He's
I've been telling him I wanted to talk to him. I've been talking to
not get you in the shit.
I'm not caring about that. I know how to settle my whole over here, okay? I'm talking about the future of what I want to do, okay?
Okay. What's going on?
Look at Dana. We're whoring Brad out.
Dinosaur.
Do you want to go on, Brad?
A dinosaur is asking what's going on. It's pretty funny.
$21 an hour is pretty good, Nancy. You could have a little
actually, that is a cheap price, but look, $21 an hour, Bradley. That's nice pay, bro.
For running around the buff, vacuum cleaning.
Yeah.
And my floors are filthy. You're gonna have to get on your hands and knees for me.
Hey, Brad, what you do is you get a body cam, Brad. That way, while you're running around, you can still put it up on YouTube and make content. And this is what I do when I clean the floors. This is what I do when I wipe down the counters, et cetera, et cetera. And believe it or not, people will watch this content, Bradley.
Well, yeah, I know. I've been so broke though because like Pops has been down and out.
$31, Bradley. A body
I've been
cam.
like helping pay the mortgage, so I'm like super broke right now.
I know. This is why I'm trying to help you get money, Bradley. I'm trying to sell you right now.
I need my trash taken out.
Yeah, there you go, Bradley. Oh, she also needs her toilet cleaned, and you're not going to like none of her job. All right? Her job's going to be a pain in the ass, Bradley. She needs her house repaired.
I've seen it. I know. I mean, it's nothing I've never dealt with before.
All right, so you're willing to take on Tina's job because she can get the government to pay you.
I've been in some places in Baltimore and DC, like.
Bradley, she can get the government to pay you to help take care of her house and her situation.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, she needs
I don't mind helping.
She needs to hook you up with
a bed bath.
Yeah, the thing is she's got to hook you up with a home care provider position. Okay, and you should look into getting certified for anything for being a home care provider. Okay, that's what you got to do, Bradley. Yeah, go check it out. You should actually get off and look that up online right now. Okay.
Well, I've got 5 more minutes until my tech shows up. That's why I was just popping on, see how everyone was doing.
Yeah, but look into home health care and get certified. Okay. Because then Tina can honestly hire you. You could go travel to her, take care of her house, and then when you're done with that job, whoever wants you next can hire you, free of charge.
To do what, comedy? What would he be doing?
All right, you want your house taken care of? Ta-da! Uncle Sam foots the bill for you.
Wouldn't foot the bill for me though, comedy.
No, he would. You've been a citizen. You've been a citizen for long enough. Trust me, you've been a citizen for long enough. Well, if you want to pay out of your own personal insurance, you can do that too.
Yeah.
See, the funny thing is Golden Girl knows what I'm talking about is 100% factual right now. And if she doesn't vouch, then I don't care. I don't need her fucking vouch anyways.
Hey, Molasses.
Michelle, what's the viewers' engagement time now?
Hold on, I'll tell you in a second.
Good thinking, Kay. I bet viewers' engagement
10
time's
minutes,
gone up.
13 seconds in, 4 views, 29 people online.
Actually, we were talking about Bradley Molasses. Okay. Good on you for paying attention.
Well, she did just show up, I assume.
Good morning, Rambo.
Morning, Rambo.
Hello, Rambo. How you doing?
Brother.
Morning, Melissa.
Yeah, Gemini, I need a deep cleaning.
Trust me, Tiger, you can get Uncle Sam to foot the bill for you, okay?
Why would he foot the bill for me?
Because you're a citizen now, so he'll foot the bill for you.
But I have too much money to get anything from the government. They don't give me shit.
Here's what you do. You apply for a home. You apply for a home aid. Uncle Sam will take care of it.
I wouldn't be able to get a home aid.
Okay, then pay him out of pocket then.
Oh, well, I'd have to pay him out of pocket.
However you want to do it, that's how you do it, okay?
So what do you think Noodles is going to...
Anybody who doesn't have money
Tiger,
in their
what do you
pocket
think
can get
Noodles
Uncle
is going
Sam
to do
to
this
foot the
weekend when
bill.
he comes over here? I mean, we're going to obviously probably go to the States of Columbus again, but I mean, if he wants to be here on the weekend, I wonder if he's going to be driving my truck in the other room, because that's...
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, Michelle. You're getting your computer and your wheel.
That's tomorrow, but the game controllers are coming today, so I was going to set up on this machine. And obviously,
just play it before he gets
the vertical
there,
stream, you're going to be seeing me fuss around with getting that thing, at least working on the Mac today, and then tomorrow you'll be seeing me
all right, guys, I'm
fussing
going to
around on
drop
the
out
other
since
computer.
I'm aggravating the crowd.
See you later, Comedy.
Hi, Comedy.
I thought you weren't being too bad today, actually, to be honest, but all right.
He's just got to rein it in.
Yeah.
Man, Michelle, you could put away some pizza.
I didn't really steal noodles from Bianca. What more likely was is there's just too much physical distance between the two.
Are you the other woman?
I guess so, pretty much. I mean, 2 weekends in a row, we went to New York City. Now Stan is whining because I didn't get a chance to play his records.
All right. Stan was probably a bit nerked, but Stan will be fine. Stan's always fine. Don't worry, Michelle.
Well, I mean, some of the records are kind of really they're not specifically music. Like the Richard Pryor one isn't really music. Monty Python isn't really either. I didn't see the. I don't remember seeing the Monty Python one, but I did get the Fleetwood Mac from the Yukon, and so obviously, clearly for the Monty Python and the Cheech and Chong, because they're not specifically music, they're more like Dr. Demento typed. We have to get those in the before the regular Silver Moon show. Silver Moon have to start earlier, maybe about 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock.
And what was I talking about last night?
Well, you mean what last night? I went having pizza. Oh, Sam was just telling me that he was going to look at a piece of land in Canaan that he was looking into.
I wish you didn't live so far away, Michelle. I'd come over and help fix some stuff up.
What's that? Oh, well, thank you, Bradley. I would appreciate that. But you're right. You are about as far away as Slingshot Warrior is.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's like a solid 6 hours away. Maybe like when I get a better vehicle, I can like take some weekend trips up there and give you a hand.
Well, maybe more practical for you would be is to take a train or take the bus.
Maybe. I'd have to find the route though.
Yeah, well, you work in the transportation industry. You should be able to find that out through, say, like Trailways or Peter Pan or through, Amtrak. All I would just do is take the Amtrak from wherever you are, or maybe drive to Penn Station in New York. That's not gonna save many time. Or maybe from your nearest city, take the Amtrak, say to
Probably in DC.
Hartford, say Central Row, and then take the local commuter bus from Central Row to Winsted.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It would be arriving in the afternoon, and then you would just use your GPS to walk to my address, which I could always give you, but it is pretty well known. It's 112 Main Street.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. It'd take probably a long time, though, but I'd leave early enough to have time.
Well, let's put it this way. You can always sleep on the way home over here by train, so you don't have to come over here half asleep.
It'd be fun to ride the train. I haven't been on a train since, like, 2010.
Well, when you were last time you were on the train, how was it?
It wasn't bad.
No.
It was fun riding through DC. It looked like the Urban Art Show. You get to see all the graffiti, good and bad.
And the good news is that you don't actually have to drive. So you could just sit back in your seat, plop on your favorite tunes in your headphones and sack out. Just don't miss your stop.
Wake up at the depot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look into that though.
And then maybe what you could, or if you wanted to, we could even go, say, to Hartford, then just rent the car.
Yeah, true, but rentals are expensive nowadays.
I know they are.
Yeah, they are.
Ridiculously.
I mean, because Winston doesn't have, Hartford doesn't have the auto train. So you wouldn't be able to load your car on the train.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they have those.
Yeah. Mostly goes down from New York to Florida.
Doesn't it go down to, like, Florida?
They go to Florida, yeah.
A train, a bus. Automobile.
It's really, I need
always take an Airbus too.
I really need some help with someone to help me clean my floor in my bathroom because it's so. It's.
Yeah, I could imagine. You have trouble bending and your knees and all that.
I can't bend down that well. Not Christy can't either because of her lipedema, so she can't really get down there either. And the bathroom's got the tightest little corner you can't get into to get between the tub and the toilet. And Carmen was bitching at me about the floor. I said, what do you want me to do about it? I can't even move in there and clean it. She said, you can't even try? I said, I have tried. I said, that's where the cat box used to be. That's why we moved the cat box out of that spot. She said, yeah, just like your cat box, cat tracks, cat litter all over your pantry. I said, what do you want me to do? I sweep the pantry often. I hate this apartment sometimes. What?
I have this one thing that's I bought that's especially made for cleaning bathrooms. You can get them at Walmart.
What? Like Carmen said, why don't you try a Swiffer wet jet? I'm like, yeah, I could try a Swiffer wet jet. I don't have one though.
You need to get one. They work wonders. They work good.
You gotta
like
have
one girl said, it's like cleaning the floor with a wet maxi pad.
Yeah, it's like you want a not so messy. Like if you were gonna use that, you'd want to use that to like retain the cleanness of the floor. Because like if the floor is like so grimy that like it's like set in, you really need to scrub or use like a mop to get that kind of grit out.
I think
and then
have to scrub
from there, the Swiffer would work wonders.
Or you could get
on top of that, the tiles in the bathroom floor are having the same problems that the tiles in the kitchen used to have. I mean, Krista's husband did the best he could for who had no experience laying tile, and well, it ain't great, but it's better than what was there before, where the tiles were coming up and I was tripping over them all the time.
Yeah, when you lay tile, you really got to make sure that there's like nothing on the subfloor, like no nail heads, nothing, because like otherwise you'll get chips, breaks, especially if it's like, you know, like the kind of tile that like breaks and gets really sharp. You could seriously cut yourself or injure yourself on it.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, I don't have any nails poking up. It's just the peel and stick vinyl tiles. But for the for the kitchen one, we decided to use regular tile adhesive as well. So you know, general floor adhesive. So we really stuck them suckers on there really good. But the glue oozed out from the tiles, and well, you know, it's just kind of, it looks kind of awful. But I mean, compared to what was there before, you're not tripping over them. So
yeah. It would be better if you got a mop and one of them spin.
I mean, my standard mop is not really that great. It's a rag mop, but like Carmen said, why don't you get yourself a Swiffer wet jet? I'm like, really? I said, you really want me to wash my floor when you come into a moist maxi pad? Well, it might be better than what you got down there right now. Yeah.
It would be a lot better.
Electric sweeper ain't gonna deal with a floor that has to be mopped. It's just gonna sweep the dust up. I already got a vacuum. The problem is it's the old canister type. It doesn't have the power nozzle on it. But that's because you don't have very many rugs anymore. You got rid of all the rugs in this apartment years ago, except for 2 patches of rug left. Yeah, other than this desk and the one in the bedroom. And that's another thing too. That those pedals are going to need to be sitting on a rug so they won't slide. Or you could always just nail a piece of chalk blocks to the floor in there so they can slap against the chalk blocks so they won't slide on them. If you believe it in here. Yeah. Or you could just take the 2 bricks that you put out and use for your air conditioner, drop them on the floor, between the floor and the pedal board, and you'll be able to still be able to use the pedals.
Oh.
Man, I paid for cleaning up my science lab blew up.
So you need a new sweeper and a new mop.
Well, I just got a generic rag mop. I mean, it's a deck mop. It's not a really heavy-duty one. I wanted to get the commercial grade ones, but those were really expensive with the separate mop heads, and the ringer assembly. And I was like, oh man, those things are.
Why do you want a commercial grade mop, or a smaller?
Because I like something that's got some heft behind it. From when I was working in the restaurant field. Those big wet mops are nice and heavy, so you always knew they were touching the floor and hugging the floor good.
Well, those string mops, I can't stand anything like that.
They look like shaggy hair.
I know, I just think they
they do look like shaggy hair from Scooby-Doo, don't they? Very dirty shaggy hair.
Or like those weird dread dogs. Yeah, for me, like once the mop, like,
but the regular sponge mops get destroyed. I tried so many sponge mops on this floors, they never survive more than once.
You have to get like that heavy, you know, the green part of a sponge, like make that the scrubber.
Sketch pipe pads.
Or just
really.
Get like a bristle scrub, you know, and just like hand. Well, yeah.
I've done that.
What I would do,
I've used some of my older bathroom towels that were kind of just ratty-tatty, and I would just get on my hands and knees and scrub, and I'd get the dirt off that way. But my bathroom is so small, it's really tight It's almost like something you might expect to see in a mobile home or a motor home. You know, like a motor home, and like a trailer. That's really how small my bathroom really is. If you really try to get in there, just put the tub a little closer to the wall, and you would have it would fit perfectly in the back of a motor home.
Okay.
Right now, we're almost in. We're going to be doing a vertical, me installing and unboxing the steering wheel and the pedals, and hopefully try to show the installation of the drivers, and which I already installed them. I actually downloaded the drivers, but I mean is with Steam installing American Truck Simulator, the Mac edition, because I used to have another Mac. So
Jesus.
We gotta get
Okay.
that.
Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. And also on the Windows machine, we're going to install Mac operating system as a Hackintosh and one of the other partitions so that we can play the games. That's why we have to use my ATX 280 card or my because it's a Windows card, but it's an AMD video card, AMD RX 280X, so that will support the metal. It needs metal to run Mac games on a Hackintosh. So when the new computer comes tomorrow, we're going to be popping the bonnet on that thing and looking and see if that's got a full-length 16-bit PCIe slot. Says it does, but is it long enough for a full-length card? How many PCI connectors does it have? How big is the power supply? Because if the power supply is a little bit wimpy, but it's a standard ATX power supply, I could go get something like a nice, bigger, beefy power supply and replace the generic one to run that thing. Because the most power supplies and most computers at that era were like 400, 500 watts. The card takes about 200 watts all by itself. Now,
yeah, I don't know why my mic does this. It starts out fine. What I'm gonna do is just get a USB-C plug-in, and then it the kind that clips on your shirt. So even if I'm shooting
okay.
away,
So you got it's like a lapel mic, but it connects to USB-C instead of XLR.
Yeah. So it'll be right here in my face, and there won't be any feedback because I don't know what's going on. It starts out fine in the beginning of the panel, and then it sounds like I'm in the bottom of a drain. So I don't know. And
you probably got a cord issue. I mean, do you get a message saying that your mic has been disconnected? If so,
do not let them. Oh yeah, hang on. That's NASQ, isn't it?
Because with my lapel mics, which are not USB, but they're regular analog mics. Let me see this empty box. Let me get the one that has microphones in it. Yeah, there we go. These mics here have I'm not using them right now, but these are what they look like. Okay, this big thing that looks like a giant something unmentionable is the XLR plug. There's a lapel microphone, and one of the things that gets trashed is the cord, and then so when you're using the microphone, all of a sudden you get the cracklies and the snap noises. Because the microphone is not making good connection because the wire's going bad. That one's a brand new one. That's not been used yet. But I have another one that totally lost it, and I need to fix it. But the problem is it's such a fine, fiddly wire on it that getting it fixed is just unbelievably hard to get at. It's just. Unfortunately, my poor Chris is falling off his skis. I wonder what the real Grace would do on skis. Anyway, so this is so. That's gonna be another project. It's gonna take a couple days to get that PC set up with the games and stuff. So you might be seeing a couple vertical streams where some of the language coming out of my mouth may be quite colorful. So trust me, because I gotta set up a KVM so I can switch between.
All right, I gotta go, guys. My tech's here. See you guys.
Have a good day, Brad. Bye.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Rambo said I'm cooking Cornish game hens. Okay, well, what would make sense? So you don't need a whole turkey. Yeah.
Michelle, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Tina. Is it about the stuff we were talking about quietly last night?
Will you go through menopause?
I kind of already have. Yeah. Yeah, I already kind of had gone through menopause. So now you were asking me about last night about Lumi, and I explained where you can find out more about it from looking at the American Psychiatric Association's DSM-5. But I don't know if you would understand all the specifications as required for dissociative identity disorder under DSM-5.
I wouldn't understand that stuff.
Now, it's important to understand it because once you read through what a dissociative identity disorder is, you'll definitely notice I don't have it. That's true. You don't have the requirements for a DID. Neither do I.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
not
think
necessarily. It's hormonal. You have.
Well, I'll accept you for what you are.
Well,
I mean, I'm just me. Michelle's just Michelle. But everybody
Tina,
likes.
Michelle definitely doesn't have male parts. I mean,
I said that.
I have a little bit of male stuff,
a little bit, but not. Yeah, nothing that you would.
Nothing that I would call significant.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a big swung that sticks out.
No.
I mean. Menopause is when your body your estrogen levels start to drop and you start suffering from night sweats, hot flashes. That's when your chemistry in your body changes, particularly in your 40s and 50s, and when you're less likely to be able to produce children.
Right, but I think you would need like eggs, and I mean, it's the
you need to have estrogen. Your body needs to make estrogen
and all that crap, wouldn't you?
Your body needs to be able to make estrogen. If your estrogen levels drop, that's what menopause is. It's not necessarily the eggs, but it does affect the dropping of eggs too. But
I'm sure you need to have a womb to have. I don't know. Do you not need a womb and all that shit to have a menopause or not?
Men get menopause, and it's actually very similar for men. When their testosterone levels drop as they get older,
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, Gigi. You never dealt with menstruation.
I have higher level estrogen.
But you've never like had menstruation in your life,
No,
so
no. I
and
never
that's
had
caused
unflow.
by
No.
hormones. So I doubt you've had menopause, Michelle. I don't know. I mean, I'm not in your body. I don't know what you've got in your body. You don't know what's in your body.
Wondering
Right.
if go through menopause.
Well, I mean, because just I'm at that age I would be, and I certainly do get the night switch and the mood swings. So there is definitely something there.
Okay.
Okay. But then Noodles is also going to get menopause, and he's going to be going, my low T is no T. Well, ask Rusty. He has no T. I think they did take away his T when he was fixed. Maybe I was wrong. But it looks, he still has his sack, but there's nothing in his sack, I don't think.
Okay. No, I was just wondering how that would work with you if you had menopause.
Yeah.
If you had, men and women,
Hell, all I know is that when people get older, the bodies change in ways that's not always so nice,
believe me, I know.
Yeah, I mean, we all can get raggedy and sweat. I don't know. I think you'd know if you were going through menopause.
Your joints hurt, your body hurts, your hair hurts,
Everything.
Yeah, but I think it would affect you more than I haven't noticed you ever moaning about anything in the last few years.
Yeah.
In fact, you don't actually get headaches and things, Michelle. You're
Not
quite a
regularly,
healthy
no.
person. I've never heard her say, "Oh, my back aches," or
I'm absolutely am a healthy, even though I'm a little bit stocky person. Yes.
right.
And in a couple of days, you're going to. If I go for my physical, we're gonna see if how normal my health is. And when we go through and look at the blood work and all that.
Yeah, that's good. Very good.
I already did the blood work, so they have it already on file. We're supposed to do it originally.
Bianca.
We were supposed to do it in November, but the APRN had to reschedule. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Bianca, yesterday Michelle was actually wondering if Noodles was going to put a ring on it.
Yeah.
Say what?
You said yesterday that you think Noodles likes you more than just friends.
I think so. I'm not against the idea.
And then you said, "Wonder what I'd do if he asked me to get married."
Yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, well, think about it. We travel a lot. I don't think it's. I think there is something more there, even though he's not saying much about it. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there isn't.
I mean, he's a younger man, but he's clearly hasn't really had much luck in the dating scene.
Well, I think he's had girlfriends, Michelle, and what have you. But no, yeah, I guess.
Just say he's a good-looking man.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He's about 16 years younger than me.
What gives you the impression he might be interested, though?
I don't know. I mean, I just wonder, because he's been spending so much time on these long trips, traveling back and forth.
Why don't you ask him?
Like, kind of did when I kissed him. Remember a couple of months ago? About a year ago, I kissed him on the cheek. It was a neck.
I wasn't around. So I don't remember.
Noodles, next. Org.
It's
And
the
I
one
say
that
why it's broken in pieces. Orgasm. It's gonna drown someone. It's been too long. LOL, I cannot agree with Michelle, thinking that this is more than that. Well, you never know.
You kissed him on the cheek.
Unless he comes out openly and says it is not. But then what if he ever actually came out openly and says it is? Well, or it could be.
Just ask him.
Well, I don't know if he wants to talk about it on the internet. Maybe not.
When you two are alone, ask him.
Well, I could ask him privately.
Yeah.
Who has Noodles slept with? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Except me. Twice in his car. And he slept on my couch over here. And when I first visited his house, I slept on his bed with him once.
You also slept in a hotel room.
Yes, I
twice
did.
In a hotel room.
Did you guys do anything?
No.
You just slept.
We just slept and talked, yeah.
Okay.
He definitely cares about
Well, right
you
now
in a
he's
good
not
way,
doing me at this
Michelle.
time, no.
And he has your best interests, in my opinion.
I know he wants my best interests. I know that.
He cares about you.
Yeah.
He really does.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he's interested in me sexually. I think he's interested in me more as a companion. But even that can still result in marriage, too, even if it's just companionship.
Exactly.
But the problem is I will still mess up Michelle's disabled adult child status.
I wouldn't worry about that,
Which means
Michelle.
Michelle's check would be cut in half.
You're getting too far ahead of yourself with that thing. I'll be honest, I don't think you and Noodles would make a good match. You're great as friends. Fantastic as friends.
You guys are great as friends.
Yeah, he said that, so has Ed. But look where Ed is. Yeah. Yeah.
Who was that guy you was with last night?
Oh, Stan. Yeah, Stan's just a good friend as well.
Yeah, Stan's just a friend.
Oh.
He's older than me, so.
Oh, is he?
It's like he's like 63.
Oh. I didn't know. I never seen him before.
Well, right now my biggest thing is I'm really excited about the steering wheel coming today.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. So we won't see you for the rest of the day then. So have a good day, Michelle, because once that steering wheel gets there, you're going to be stuck on that computer.
Oh, it's going to end up being the vertical stream. It's going to be all about the setup of the thing.
Okay. Oh, this is good. Oh, I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, Michelle, a blind lady driving a truck this afternoon.
Right now, the first thing we got to do is get the truck steering ready before anyone can drive it. And that's going to take time because it's not instant, setup.
Oh yeah. How long does it take to get it set up?
It's going to take time to configure that thing up. So, and then tomorrow we got the other computer coming. We're going to pop the bonnet open on that guy. As I said, look at the motherboard and critique what I see inside. It's a refurbished Dell mini workstation. It's got a full size mini ATX form factor motherboard, a standard ATX power supply, and it has provisions for two 2.5-inch SATA drives inside, and a provisions for an M.2 PCIe NVMe drive, which is already installed. So it's got one hard drive installed and one NVMe drive installed. And so we're going to be installing most of the stuff on the Windows side will be on the NVMe. And then the hard drive, which is 1 terabyte, is going to be subdivided into maybe install Hackintosh on it. But to do that, we have to install my ATI RX 280X because it needs to be able to support metal. In order to run as a Hackintosh. So otherwise you can't run any games because Apple doesn't run and support NVIDIA anymore. So
Oh, okay.
well, if you install High Sierra, you can support NVIDIA. Yeah, but the video card, the M2000 is not one of the supported cards. Oh, right. Well, depending which chipset it's using, it may not be supported.
I had to buy
Okay.
game. I had to buy a video computer for just video games.
Well, this computer I bought for $220 would be pretty good if you're looking for a basic machine. I mean, it's not the
Yeah.
most expensive,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
gets on your Google Meets and Chrome and all that. 32 gigabytes of RAM. It's an i5. It's I'm not sure which generation it is, but you can also upgrade it to a Xenon processor. If it's the same size card I have, or you don't mind going for slightly reduced speed, then you can install ECC RAM in it. But for right now, I'm just going to try it pretty much stock. And if it works fine, that's great. If I get good FPS on it, that's wonderful. But if I open it up and I see there's only one PCIe connector or the power supply is only 500 watts, I gotta go contact another PC supplier and buy another ATX form factor power supply stick in there that's gonna give it more juice, like 700 watts.
You're right.
Because eventually I probably want to get like the RX 580.
Okay.
And
Because this stupid computer that I got,
yeah, I'm tech savvy.
It broke down.
Yeah, I've been doing it all the time.
I had it with computers.
Kidzy Ed mentioned, Michelle mentioned lesbian. I am a little bit on the bi side, yeah. I'm primarily interested in women, but I do like Andrew though, so yeah.
I was told that this computer that I got, was good for playing WoW.
The last time we had a computer running on YouTube live stream in the bedroom was about 6 months ago when you saw Louis the cockroach curl up on the side of my monitor. Actually, it was about 2022, 2 years ago. Oh, okay.
Well, they told me this computer would be good for playing WoW. So I got it, okay? And
I mean, a
it's
lot of
for
people talk about
WoW.
what they call the small form factor computers, which are okay if you're going to realize that you're buying a machine that can't use any standard size parts. I want to be able to use standard size parts on my computer because it'll be easier to buy third party replacement pieces if something breaks.
Oh. So I can
Eventually, Michelle, we gotta get you a new laser printer. Oh, I know my printer's a piece of shit. It's so long. It's over 30 years old. My laser printer is gone. It's pretty much kaput. So
I wanna get a laser printer. That's my ultimate goal. Is to come up with
the only thing with a laser printer is the fact is that they are power suckers, especially the color ones.
Are they?
Yeah. 600, 700 watts power. Because you got to deal with the fuser assembly and the 3 drums and toners assemblies.
Oh. Well,
What am I printing right now? Nothing. But eventually I want to get back to printing stuff. You know, like manuals, things like little sheets that I might need, like the cheat sheets and show me which buttons on the controller go to which, or map to which keys for the games. You know. Like Galaxy mentioned, oh yes, it's got shifters on the side. Yeah, but they're not really standard shifters. It's not a standard 3 on the tree, and it doesn't have the standard turn signal shifter. So, because most those kart racing games don't use that, but it's got 2 paddles for shifters. But I'm going to be setting those up for turn signals.
Okay.
Because I already bought the optional extra stick shift.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and I have a laptop, okay?
Yeah.
I cannot find the cord to go with the laptop. I lost it.
Oh, okay.
Get
Well,
another
that's
one.
if it's a pretty
easy.
standard laptop, they're universal power adapters for those.
You can get one. They're not that expensive anymore either.
Yeah, you can actually get ones that are often better than the factory ones. Because I have an OEM Apple charger, and the thing gets hot as a toaster oven. But you can go ahead and get a third-party one that doesn't get as hot, and it works just as well.
Yeah, just tap in on the computer what your make and model is of the laptop, and it'll come up with the charger. Just put charger for a blah 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 blah.
Right, you can look on either Amazon or eBay.
Okay.
Won't be expensive. Well, it shouldn't be.
So just go on there.
Well,
Yeah.
if I was using my Mac power brick that they usually came with my computer, you could basically use an easy bake toaster oven. It got that warm, especially when it's charged in battery. The thing it's a 65 watt power supply. It used to be almost like you could put it underneath your pillow and sleep on it to keep yourself toasty. Although it would be a fire hazard, I suppose.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
You wake up dead.
Wake up, well done. Never mind, Dad. Well, try well done.
That's right.
Apple kept the same design with their new power bricks, but they added a USB-C port on the side, which is kind of cool. Right now I'm trying to see if this thing has been, okay. Hyperlight content was used, good vibrations, remastered Beach Boys. What video was that one on? Oh, MicheleMarieDalene is live. Okay, well, at least they're sharing revenue with me. Something in the Way? I never heard of that song before.
Oh, I have. It's a good song.
Good Vibrations, the Beach Boys. Oh, which live stream was that from? I have no idea. I need to find out which video that is.
Good vibration.
Good, good vibration. Bop, bop.
Let's see. Was that the one with Noodles? Because we did play a ton of music on that trip. Right now we are 3,011 subs right now.
Wow.
Wow.
So let's see. That was one Stan, because I guess they were playing music.
Oh, I know why, Michelle. They played some music in the restaurant. Just a little bit.
Because they were playing music in ABC Pizza.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, they did. I remember thinking, yeah, they're playing music. She's going to go mental.
They originally had one of those MP3 jukeboxes. I guess they decided to go with a standard CD-based jukebox, because MP3 jukebox just wasn't being used. People were not really for it because they didn't know how to deal with it, because they were so much more familiar with putting in dollar bills into it, and there was no coin slot on the thing, and everybody was just looking at the things just sitting on the wall. You're supposed to use with an app. I don't think that really did well, because like ABC Pizza, we have a lot of older people that don't understand you need to use an iPhone app to select music, which makes sense, like. No, Noodle Channel isn't strictly dead, but a lot of its content is kind of repetitive. And so is yours.
But how's your channel going, Michelle?
My channel is growing because they're more interesting. They like my pointy ears. Let's see when I talk
But
about
also, Noodles is a big part of why you're growing, Michelle.
Yeah.
And people like the ears, so they.
Noodles is a big part of it.
Well, I suggested some things to Noodles, how we can liven it up a little bit. I said, why don't you get back to doing more content besides just driving? I have no idea.
What, like picking his friend up from Winstead and taking his friend all the way to New York, and then spending time in New York, and then driving his friend all the way back to Winstead? Do more exciting things like that.
Yeah, but I mean, he doesn't want me to show us the route, so it kind of sucks, because they want to look at you. No, not necessarily Noodles. They want to look a little bit at the scenery too. I've been giving him suggestions. I told him, I said, all the suggestions you suggested to me, why don't you try sending them too? you know, I mean, he does got some skills. You know. Oh, I don't know. Well, what about the cough that was it comedy flu? No, somebody else had a cough that was pretty nasty last night. Wasn't comedy flu. Who else was it? It was somebody else. Well, it wasn't comedy flu. But Slingshot Warrior. Okay, that's who it is.
There's a lot of stuff going around, Michelle. I've just had a terrible chest infection.
Yeah. I don't have any chest cold or anything. The cough is very distinctive. It could be. I mean, whooping cough has got it's like a suck back. Yeah. I can't even do it. I sound like that. I don't know, but I had the vaccine for it, so I'm all set. That would be when we were going back to Winston, and he was talking to Slingshot Warrior. Unless the person's talking about the kid at ABC Pizza last night. Yeah, I guess so. I gotta get some more things done with my life right now.
Right, you do. So, because as soon as that pedal comes and that wheel, we're not going to see you. You're just going to be streaming. So, movie night is. I was going to ask you. Dabs wants to know: are you doing movie night ever again? If
Yes.
it's too much, Michelle, you need to say
But the
no.
problem is that the Pirate Bay is turned into crap. So, and a lot of the good movies that we need to do to be in compliance are movies older than 1930. I have to, or maybe some of the slightly newer ones, maybe like up to 1960, but anything newer than that is definitely going to be caught by their DMCA screening system.
So, is movie night postponed indefinitely?
Indefinitely, yeah, for now. Unless we want to show movie night from Pluto or Crackle but then people might get kind of mad because they're going to be commercials, you know.
Oh, I guess. Do you have a DVD player?
No, the spaghetti guy.
You do have a DVD player, don't you? You have a DVD
yeah, I
player.
do. Yes, I do. But I don't have very many movies on DVD. You have no movies on DVD or Blu-ray right now, right?
I sent you movies on Blu-ray. You never watched them, and they got disintegrated.
We watched the one movies. The discs went bad on me. That's why we had to download them off the internet. Because
I've never heard of discs going bad like that. Is that normal?
They do. They go bad.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. The coatings come off, especially on DVDs. Look at videos on DVD or Blu-ray disc rot. They're out there, especially Warner Brother Media has a real big problem with Blu-ray disc rot.
It was Blu-ray, so the discs just rot. Well,
they just rot out. But that's why I grabbed the movie off the Pirate Bay. The Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah.
Me moving. I'm not moving to Dave's house. He's got enough things going on over there as it is. So that's probably not going to be a thing. Moving
He's
to.
got that homeless guy living with him, don't he?
Oh, he's got the doctor and
Noodles.
Johnny living with him.
He's got
Johnny
two
pays him rent.
people.
I don't know what the story with the doctor is.
Who all does he have living over there?
He's got a guy called the Doctor, and he's got Johnny what?
Yeah.
Who's the homeless guy?
Yeah, they get a lot
Well,
of
they
views
both
last
would be
night.
homeless if he didn't have them there, I guess.
Half America.
Difference is Johnny pays rent.
There ain't no way I'd have somebody mooching off me like that. I don't care how good a friend you are. After this amount of time, I know he's got problems with his neck or something, but he's not his kid, is he? He's not his. Where's his family? Hey, Mojo.
I ain't doing much. How you doing? As far as singles possibly ending up in the box at 55, well, my sister was about his age. 4 years ago, she died at 51 from heart attack. She was also Capricorn.
My sister
And she was
died.
also a smoker, too.
Yep. My sister died, and she was a smoker.
No, there's not lots of room down there. He's got a lot of stuff down there, like a lot of people do. He needs to have a tag sale. He needs to do an easy NASQ clean sweep. We have 3 piles: buy, sell, and keep. And you
He
can
needs to
only
sell-
keep
he-
3 items. The rest of the
needs to-
stuff is unsold. Will go to charity.
He needs to sell them people.
Yeah. Yes, I
I'm
know
kidding.
that. But Craig Sr. also offered me the opportunity to stay with him and his wife. But I don't really want to impose on Craig Sr. and his wife because they already got enough going on. You know.
Everybody's got enough. But if they offer you,
Well, Noodle stunks as much as my dad did, so I know what you're talking about.
okay.
But my dad didn't eat fast food like he does either. My sister smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day. And that's another thing. I don't really feel comfortable living in a house with a smoker because that's how I got a lot of problems. My breathing problems was from growing up in a house of smokers. Both my mom and dad used to smoke 2 packs a day. And it affected all of us kids, because then my sister became a smoker. My brother became a chewer. He used to chew tobacco too. So,
Well, don't you chew?
yeah, I chew too. Yeah.
Eh,
We're going to try to go to the Knights Columbus on Thursday. It's
Are
from
you?
1 to 4.
You're not going to make anything?
Well, I got some chocolate pies I bought. They got 2 chocolate pies in the freezer. I mean, if we going out,
Well, you would have problems, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would be able to make. I'd be able to cook, but I mean to cook for 2 people, me and noodles. I mean, it would be just easier just to go out and eat dinner at the Knights of Columbus than it would be to cook a dinner here for 2 people.
And they're more sharp. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
But they are going to be making cookies. I did hear Noodles mention
Yeah, we are
that.
making cookies. Yeah,
Oh, you making cookies?
chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'm having pizza.
Yeah, having pizza for Thanksgiving.
Whose stuff is it, Bianca? That's in the
I
basement.
don't blame you, Tina. I hate turkey.
I mean, I saw him show me all the stuff that was in the basement and in the garage. Whose stuff is that?
The reason I'm having pizza is because it's my husband's birthday, and he hates anything that has to do with Thanksgiving.
Well, at least he doesn't drink.
Oh.
I never seen him really
Oh.
drink anything.
Yeah. I'd rather have chicken than turkey, to be honest, if I
He,
had the
he
choice.
hates chicken too.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, that takes a lot of things off the table if you don't eat chicken.
he don't eat chicken. He don't eat turkey. He don't eat mashed potatoes. He don't eat vegetables.
Yeah.
What does he eat?
Pizza, hamburger.
Like fast foody food.
Yeah,
So whose stuff is that in Noodles' basement? Is that the leftover from the prior owners of the house, or is it?
I think it's his the people that live there, maybe their belongings.
Oh,
you don't like fried chicken. You don't like
What?
by the way,
anything.
so does my brother. Oh yeah, he does the same thing.
Tina, your husband has got to be one of the fussiest people I've ever heard of. He
You,
only eats burgers and pizza.
yep.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Tina's husband.
Oh,
He's so fussy, Michelle. He only eats burgers and pizza.
oh, really?
Yep. Yeah.
I was doing that for a while.
I'd get bored of that. I'd get so bored of eating the same thing over and over again.
Well, a lot of people on the spectrum do that, though. It's not just. It's
Is
not
he on the
unusual.
spectrum?
What?
Is your husband autistic?
No.
He's not on the spectrum, Michelle.
Okay.
No. He just don't like anything.
Oh, wow. Does he eat fruit
No.
and no vegetables?
No vegetables.
Just pizza? How does a human being survive? Think about that.
Well, as far as being former roommates, junk, well, then it's time the former roommate come picks it up. I mean, if he's not there anymore, then Noodles should be charging him rent. Or he should send him a letter and say, "Dear roommate, hi, I got your stuff in my basement. I'm running out of here. Or please pay me the amount of back rent for blank for a number of dollars. You have 90 days. If you don't pay me 90 days, I, under the law, have the right to dispose of the property as I see fit. Thank you." Signed,
He
Noodles.
does. But yeah. He does not like. He's so fussy.
So
I
what
never
do you
hate
have
fruit.
for Christmas dinner then, Tina? On Christmas, what do you eat?
Well, yeah. Well, I asked him for a traditional dinner, and he's like, "I knew you would want a traditional dinner." And he said, "What am I supposed to eat?"
traditional dinner like everyone else.
Can
He
you
won't
cook?
eat it.
Can't you cook Tina at all?
Yeah, but he won't eat it.
No. Then he goes hungry.
Therefore,
Is he
so
skinny?
therefore, he expects us to eat what he'll eat.
Oh no. No, he's got to make sure you guys are getting full, nutritious meals.
Yeah. So is it ever go? Yeah. Yeah, but then again, if he cooks for himself, then it means that it's going to be cutting into the food bill.
No, he don't cook for himself.
Right. Johnny
Yeah,
paid, right? The doctor is the one that's always living in his TARDIS.
he has my daughter cook for him. I forgot to tell you guys. My how
But if the stuff is left over from prior roommates, then maybe it's time he get in contact with the prior roommates, and if they don't want to pick up the stuff, then he should just go ahead under the legal right. He can sell it. It's been there long enough; it's considered abandoned.
yeah, throw it away.
No, I'd just give it to a charity. You know, there are people that would take it.
True.
Put it in free cycle. You know,
Yeah,
Maybe
free
Noodles
sports
doesn't want to
equipment.
clear out his basement so you can move in. Have you thought about that? Maybe he likes it, all that stuff in there.
there's a lot of stuff in there. He showed his basement one time.
Oh, he's putting everything up on eBay, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, he could do that too. I'm sure he could make some nice money for that.
Yeah, he can.
He's got a phone. He knows how to make a listing, I'm sure. Maybe he can even describe what the stuff is. One set of men's golf clubs. Just get them out of my hair. $10 OBO. You pick them up. I'm not shipping the shit. I'm sure somebody in New Jersey would go for him. I'm sure someone like Sam Pern will say, "Hey, I always wanted to set golf clubs. I'll go get them."
Give me them.
Oh, Michelle, he's offering Tina to move in with him.
Who is?
Noodles.
Noodles.
He's offering me?
Yeah. He said, I would love to have Tina move in with me.
I suppose that Tina and her husband could move in downstairs.
I don't think he means George.
Oh.
I don't think he wants George there. I think he just wants me.
Oh. Isn't that kind of tricky if Tina's married to him? George, that is. Yeah, but the thing is that renovating can get expensive, you know. I don't know. Noodles
All right, Tina, you can't bring George. Are you going to move in?
I'm thinking about it.
You'll think about it.
Yeah.
Let's put it
What
this
about
way.
your
You'll have
marriage?
access to a toilet that flushes.
Yeah. What will happen to George?
He'll move in to his mom's house.
Oh, later, George.
His mom's His mom's been in the hospital for 5 months. And
Yeah, if he wanted to subdivide it into another apartment, he could. They might have to do things to make sure it's in compliance with code. For example, they might actually require him to install a second bathroom, and a second kitchen, but then he would have a whole apartment he could rent out. But they also might require him to have a second fire escape as well.
Things are very, very, very expensive.
I
I've
know.
just had my basement done,
oh yeah,
and it was.
yeah. How much?
I'm just gonna say,
Yeah, and right now to get out of the basement, you have to go out to the garage.
well, materials are very expensive at the minute. Unless he can do it himself. Unless you get a porta potty.
Oh, I'm sure he could renovate the place himself. I mean, the place, it already is a finished basement.
Yeah,
It has a rec room down there, so theoretically. But I mean, the problem is I'm afraid the Rusty and the dogs may not get along, which is one of the reasons why I'm really not too comfortable doing that, because I don't want to see the dogs and the cat have a bad day with each other. And all of a sudden the emergency medical teams need to rescue them and bring them down to urgent care,
Yeah.
Yeah. Move Comedy Flu down with his sewing machine.
Yeah, Comedy Flu with him.
Oh yeah, Comedy Flu was talking about that too. Hey Noodles, can I stay in your place? Maybe Comedy Flu wouldn't mind it too much.
Michelle,
Knowing Comedy Flu, because he smokes cigarettes anyway, right? He's gonna go, hey, you know what? Hey, we can do something with this stuff. Hey Noodles, why don't we sell all this shit? Yeah. Well, Michelle just the same thing. Oh, she's smart. Just sell it. Let's get rid of all this stuff out of here, and then we can, get some new furniture and make a really nice man cave, which would make sense. It's a house of men anyway, right? So I think Noodles would probably benefit from that a lot. Man cave.
Yeah.
Maybe a big, large, fancy man cave gaming setup. I don't know who'd play that. Noodles can't even figure out what to do with World of Warcraft.
Can I ask what Comedy Flu is planning on sewing?
Well, maybe driving the tractor trailer truck wouldn't be so bad for Noodles if he has a CDL.
Michelle, do you know what Comedy Flu is trying to sew?
No, he never told me.
He's sewing? He's trying
Apparently.
I know he said he's looking for a sewing machine right now.
But what's he sewing?
I don't know. I don't know what he's making. He didn't tell me.
He's trying to sew.
He's looking for a sewing machine to help make something. I don't know what he's making.
Right.
He's making a flag.
Yeah, is he making a flag?
I don't know.
Well, I definitely know he was looking for a sewing machine. He was looking for ways to make some money, which I appreciate the effort.
Okay.
Yeah, can you see him sitting there sewing on a machine?
Yeah. I think for Comedy Flu, I think if he had a pastime that he could be productive, I think it would be good for him. What do you think Noodles would do if he finds out that he can actually do his driving trips without actually leaving his driveway?
Well, yeah, but if you think about that.
Oh, we're going to go to Texas today. Let's see. I got to go to El Paso.
Maybe he's getting out of the house because he doesn't like being around the people in the house. Moving you
Yeah.
in doesn't mean
Yeah,
That
he's
might
gonna want to
be.
stay at home.
That might be. Maybe the house is too chaotic for him,
Right?
or
Maybe
something.
if you move in, you won't see him as much. He's
yeah.
never at home, really, is he?
But if he
Didn't he
turned that basement into the perfect stationary mobile rig, then maybe he could just go ahead drive without actually using gas.
He could use your wheel and your floor pedal.
Or he can get his own wheel once he actually sees my wheel, knowing he's gonna go, huh, I got an idea for
He'll
this.
get
Sounds like
jealous
something I
of
could
your
have.
wheel.
He could use your wheel and floor pedal.
Yeah.
Oh, there are actually people who've done that. They actually will update the wheel and the pedals to actually using actual real wheels and pedals from real cars and real dashboards and everything. In the gaming simulators, you know.
Oh.
They even get the gauges to work too, like the gas gauge, oil pressure gauge, engine temperature gauge, brake pressure for the tractor trailer trucks.
You know,
Sometimes they'll buy a whole entire Kenworth or Freightliner dashboards and shove them in there and hook all the gauges up and stuff with the instrument panel cluster and everything.
Do you have any like driving games?
I only drive American Truck Simulator right now, but
she'll get more.
Okay.
I'll get
I
some
think
more,
Comedy wants
obviously.
to be a part of something, Chris. That's the impression I get. He wants to be part of the community.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Comedy will be wanting to be part of the community. I get that.
Absolutely not. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. But he feels like he has to contribute somehow, whether it be making something, ideas, and he really doesn't. He just needs to get himself well and just be him, doesn't he?
Where has he been?
Hey, he's been around. He's just not been around here.
Okay.
Well, if he really knows how to use his sewing machine, and if he can get one cheap and inexpensively on Free Cycle, why not? What do you got to lose? You know, he can try. He can do some stitch work. I think he can master some basic sewing procedures. I mean, what has he got to lose?
Now that I think about it, he could probably do it.
Let's see.
He could probably do it.
So right now, I do not see yet anything from Amazon yet.
Okay.
So
you didn't get anything?
Yeah. Well, doesn't your mail comes like
the
about
wheel's
1
coming
o'clock?
today? Yes. So today's vertical, more than likely, you're going to be seeing me slaving over a hot piece, over a hot wheel, trying to get it working on the Mac. I'm trying to drive American Truck Simulator on the Mac today.
Oh.
I want to see how it's going to run on the Mac anyway.
Oh.
And then tomorrow, when the other computer comes, we're gonna pop the bonnet on it. We're gonna look on the inside. We're gonna see what kind of expansion abilities it has, how many PCIe video card connectors, if it's a 6 or 8 pin, and more than likely I'll have to get a bigger power supply for it. And because until we get my video card installed on my ATI RX 280X, we can't really install a Hackintosh copy of Catalina without that, because or Mojave, because it's going to need that to support metal, so we can play games that are in metal on it. I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of really thought maybe I should have just bought the stupid 2009 Mac Pro like I had originally, which would have many things here, but the card I have actually already has the PC ROM in it. So theoretically, it should work fine just as a PC card. But it already has.
Golden Girl I'll ask Golden Girl. Golden Girl, can Comedy sew? Like on a
Yeah.
sewing machine?
Can he sew?
This phone is
Because
his hobby
he's wanting
now.
a sewing machine now, Golden Girl, because he wants to start. I'm not sure what he's making. I don't know if it's jackets, shirts.
I don't think
know.
he's joking. I think he's just kind of throwing ideas out and see what sticks.
No. He said he was going to help Noodles, and I know Noodles is making those leather jacket things.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
said he
But then he's going to need a sewing machine that's going to be able to punch through leather material. And that's
true, Michelle.
Yeah.
Yeah. A normal
that ain't
sewing
going to be your standard.
machine is not
you know,
gonna. Yeah.
That's going to
good
need
point.
some very serious
Mhm.
needles called awls and heavy thread
Yeah.
to go through, sewing through heavy leather. Unless it's lighter leather, but even then, well, if he manages to do it, I'm willing to see him try.
Wouldn't he need one that would like buttons on too?
I don't know, but he definitely can't use a normal sewing machine to sew leather. I didn't think about
Definitely
that.
not heavy leather. Maybe some of the very thin stuff.
But
But
maybe it's not the leather jackets. I don't know what he was sewing then. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if he wants to try to do some sewing skills, I mean, he could start with sewing things at a little lighter material, and then upgrade to the point where he can get a machine that can handle leather work.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with his idea.
No, there's not. No, I got hiccups.
Yeah.
No, there's not anything wrong with it.
Well, we'll see what happens. Right now, looks like everybody's getting bored.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I got things to do, Michelle. It's 12 o'clock.
It
Alright,
is,
nice talking
but my
to you,
package hasn't
Michelle.
come yet. As far
I'll
as
see you
I
later.
just checked my
Bye,
phone,
everyone. Have a great day.
and Amazon doesn't show it's delivered yet. So I mean, I got my front door open anyway, so the guy could just slide the package in the door. Tomorrow, FedEx is gonna come up here and have to sign from the computer. And it's not just a computer it's not just a wheel that's coming today. We got the action camera. Yes, that little itty bitty tiny little action camera that was already on my shopping list. I didn't take it off the list. I said, why as well buy it since I already have it here for $25. So I bought that, and I bought 2 extra 3.5-inch USB 3.0 hard drive cases. So I can have a whole line of hard drives as part of a network-attached file storage system, because I have a whole box of hard drives sitting in the storage bin. So I can put some more storage online for the PCs and the Mac. Because why not, right?
Yeah.
Also, since that computer has a built-in US CD-ROM drive support, maybe eventually should buy a Blu-ray drive and throw it in there, because it has room for 2 5.25-inch bays. Maybe even stick in a 3.5-inch and a 5.25-inch floppy drive. Yeah, maybe. I don't really see much material on 3.5-inch floppies and 5.25-inch floppy drives anymore. But you're right, that would be an idea. Yeah, it's okay. What kind of sewing machine do you use for making a leather jacket for doing kind of sewing and patches and things like that?
What do you use?
You can't sew leather with a regular sewing machine. You have to have a commercial machine for that. Exactly. And we all know what that means. Oh, yes. Perk it over, buddy.
They're expensive.
I need more
They're
money.
expensive.
More. Hey, I was supposed to do this for fun. I only gotta have to pay you a couple $1,500 for the sewing machine. That's just the starting level. More. Hey, stop! I'm going broke already. That's not my problem, buddy.
Damn things are expensive.
Yeah. Right. Commercial grade upholstery. Big long arm sewing machine. Yeah, that's what you need. Yes, it does. And that's just a regular cloth machine. When you're talking about leather, it's very expensive, and the mistakes are going to cost you. You know, I miss my darkroom work. Oh God, where are you going to stick your developing tanks, your enlarger, your developing trays? And don't tell me the kitchen, because your kitchen table looks like a garbage pit. And actually, on top of that, the kitchen table that you used to have, there used to be a long table, which is sitting outside. Well, that's not my table, but it would still be usable. It would never fit in your kitchen, so we went to the round table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Mojo. And a dress like that would be fine on a sewing machine. But not doing leather work. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to see people be happy and stuff. Now, Tina, can I ask you a little bit about what we were talking about yesterday? I wanted to ask you if you could try to explain to the audience why you were feeling like you were about Lumi yesterday, because I'm kind of curious, because you wanted to reach me after we talked about it yesterday, and I wanted
Yeah. Because I just wanted to learn more. Okay.
Okay, I can teach you more. But I mean, how much
That's
do you
all.
really understand? Because it can get kind of technical. Let's just keep it simple. Let's believe in the KISS philosophy. Okay, what is it you want to know?
How did it come about that she came?
We were 5 years old when me and Lemmy met in my kitchen at my parents' house.
Okay.
She came in as a light to the window, and that's why we call her the light window of enlightenment. I was her spirit guide. We were destined to be together because we're twin souls. And they say usually when you and your twin soul finally get together and permanently meet, that means that your soul contract is done and that you're now free to go with your twin soul to other places, because what was separated by God from the beginning has been rejoined by God. So it's
Because I've never heard of that. And
well, I know most people don't talk about twin souls much.
yeah, that's why I wanted to learn more.
Okay, but I can tell you right
Hold on.
now is that me and Michelle have been married now since May 1st, 2011, and we've had a very long marriage for 13 years, and it's been a learning experience for both of us as we go through and do everything together as a partnership, husband and wife, because we're both women. Although I'm more of a masculine spirit, Michelle is a feminine spirit.
Okay.
But I respect the fact Michelle sees me as a feminine spirit. But she also knows I have masculine traits too. This body was built for two souls anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it. Because I didn't really understand. Okay.
That's okay. At least you're asking questions. A lot of people don't even do that.
And I wasn't trying to be rude or anything. It's just that people was coming at me with all sorts of
If people
telling
come
me.
asking you about me, just tell them to go watch the documentary, which is where we answer that question.
Okay.
And also, I would say, since it doesn't involve you, I would say, why don't you ask Michelle? Because Michelle is the person you're asking about. And I don't really know a lot about Michelle's situation. And since you were asking about Michelle, she should be the one who should be able to answer your questions.
She should be.
Right.
I agree. You're the one that should be answering the question.
I
Okay.
know that sometimes our answers get a little complicated, but we can try to keep it simple for the majority of people. Like, here's a link to the Snow Queen documentary. For those of you who have never seen it, please do go watch it. It will help answer a lot. Unfortunately, it was made in around 2016, so it's a little bit old. I can't believe it's that old. It is. Donald Trump had not yet been elected president. No, he had not been. The first time. So, and it was the man put it together. Really tried really hard to keep, it's sincere. But there was a lot of things in there that he made a couple of mistakes. Like, for example, the story about Lomi's background was actually, he was telling a story about my background at the beginning about the farm. Lomi didn't live in the farm. I lived in the city. I lived in the district of Helsinki called Kamppi. Michelle was the one that lived in Montana, not me. Michelle was the one that was shot dead cold blank range by an angry rancher after he shot after he shot Michelle's husband. And her daughter was in her arms when he man shot her with his Winchester rifle. It wasn't me. Michelle did speak, was originally apparently a Swedish immigrant. Yeah. All right, Sarah Gallo's coming up. I haven't seen her in a while. Let's get Sarah on the screen.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sarah. How are you doing?
Niggers.
She's had a headache.
Niggers.
Oh,
Niggers.
get this guy off here, Michelle. I got it. Hi, Matt. You gonna get rid of him that easy? No. Remove from the call. Block. Boop. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that's not Sarah.
Who is that?
I don't know. I think it was Yam Ranch. Wasn't even Sarah's picture. Oh, it wasn't.
Wow. That was her picture, but it wasn't her.
Yeah, you need a strong sewing machine and a definitely strong thread. Regular thread would never stand up either. Yeah, no, that's not her picture she shows in the Discord. But that's That's just so stupid that they're doing that. Why don't these people ever stop? It's so stupid. It's repetitive. It doesn't make any sense. No. They think it's funny, but it really makes them look stupid. It does.
I was like, who is that?
I know Sarah would come up on camera, but I haven't even seen her in the Discord lately either. She's been kind of behind the scenes. She hasn't been really on the Discord.
No, because she hasn't felt good, she said.
Oh, okay.
She's at the doctor's
Yeah.
right now.
No, she'll be okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we tried that here too. Okay. We do that here too. So nothing here about package yet being delivered, so I'll have to keep checking. I got my front door open so upstairs so they could just slide the package in, so I won't have to.
When's it supposed to come?
Today. So the same thing with the FedEx is coming tomorrow with the computer.
Okay.
Okay, let's too take. Okay, I forgot all about that. And Michelle, the next time you think it's somebody and it isn't, switch the camera to you so if they decide to show skin, you won't have any surprises. The panel is down. Right now I'm talking to Tina right now. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know the private chat requests too.
What?
That's more like when I get those in other panels. Sometimes, like, I mean, StreamYards is a real problem. That's why I don't use StreamYards. But Studio Restream.io unfortunately has a notorious problem. It doesn't like Android phones for some reason.
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay.
I have noticed.
It's just weird, though. So,
I know.
like I said, I'm really excited to see the steering wheel firsthand, and I'm hoping I'm not going to have a problem with my eyesight using it, because the fact is, it's going to stick on about 6 inches from the monitor. So right now the problem is where am I going to put the keyboard? Now, if I put it on this computer, I'm not going to be able to reach back over here to type on my keyboard at the same time, because my keyboard is going to be underneath the table. Let me show you what I'm talking about, just so you understand, because maybe this might not make sense. Okay.
Okay.
I have this keyboard shelf here, and I can often get my hands underneath it. Okay? But normally, when I type, I slide it out like that. But the steering wheel is going to be right here and bolted to the table, and the shifter is going to be over here. Actually, it's going to be more like here. Oh, because Michelle is kind of setting up kind of like right-handed side because it's the easiest way. or she could use this monitor for the gaming, and then bolt some of the
Yeah.
stuff to this table. Then she had to slide the turntables back to do that. And
Well, where do you
but then
have
when
more
Rusty
room?
keeps moving the screen back and forth like this, it's gonna really make things really challenging. Because you know how cat likes to keep pushing the screen. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
your
So
cat.
this screen is here is more stable. It doesn't move around much. But then when Michelle's using the big computer TV in the other room, the screen is not as good of a resolution. It's not even 1080p. It's like 720p or something like that. And so the screen is freaking huge, 32-inch, but it's not full, 1080p resolution because it's not the newer type TVs. And so she might need to consider upgrading to a new Walmart TV just so she can play the games using the bedroom
Yeah,
TV.
you might have to.
Well, you're going to be bringing enough revenue in, Michelle, that you could do that.
Can you do that?
American Truck Simulator, because that's the game that I originally bought the wheel for.
Okay. Are you able to get a new TV?
I've seen people use the same picture and channel and it be bogus. Exactly.
Well, where do you have more
We
room
tried
at?
to do that, and usually if we don't forget to ask him, that works.
Where do you have more room at? There or around
That would
your
help
TV?
too, yeah. But don't even know. I mean, the ones in blue wrenches, we can verify them easy enough because we know that they're already been vetted by me in the first place. That's the ones in white. For example, K's in white. K's not. K was never verified. So if another fake K came in, and K said, I'm coming on panel, and the real K said, oh wait, that's not me, then we would be very confused because we're like, who's K? Which K is coming on panel?
Okay.
How you doing? Okay, that's supposed to be Michelle this time. Michelle, are you coming up on the panel this time? They're not showing the screen anyway, so it doesn't matter. Let's see if it is.
Is the Michelle coming up?
All right. I got the finger on the twit button. Hey
Is
there.
it really her?
Hey, Michelle.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right. So, I'm looking forward to getting the wheel today. So I'm gonna get that thing set up when it shows up with Amazon. It's gonna be one of those.
Oh, you should be able to track with them when it's going to get to you, like when it gets closer.
Yeah, it should be easy enough to install up on the truck.
Does it give you a time, like by a certain time we're supposed to get it by?
Yeah, today.
No, I know, but they usually give you like a specific time, like by 10 p.m. or by like 8
Yeah,
p.m.
I do have the information. Let me go back and look at. I know what time the computer's coming tomorrow from FedEx. Let's go
Well,
to
because then
Amazon.
you can see if you're going to get it before your next stream, right?
Yeah.
So right now, like I said, I'm watching the show, and so I have the door open so I could just drop it right in my door because sometimes I don't know if I'm always going to hear anything. So let's see. Let's go to my account. Let's see me. Let's go to delivered today. Let's see. It says here delivered today. Where's my package sitting now? Shipped. Yeah, I know where my address is. Does it show a picture of what it looks like? I know my order details. Let's see if it's outside the. Let's see if it's downstairs or outside my door. Hold on a minute. So let me see. It says it's delivered, so maybe we'll see if it's already out the door.
Oh snap! Maybe it's there.
Yeah, go check.
Yeah, you don't want them thieves to take your package, Michelle. Hurry up.
Yeah.
People these days, they follow the Amazon trucks around. You can't trust anybody.
Exactly.
Okay. So this came.
Isn't that crazy? It's like, I hate people like that. Like, you're ruining people's Christmases and
Yeah.
things. Don't be that person.
Separate shipments.
Your mama raised you better.
The Logitech wheel. Let me see what else is coming today. All right, so.
Dang, multiple things coming today, huh, Michelle?
Yeah.
Was it there?
Like Christmas.
Let me see if my shifter. Okay.
Yeah, don't show any of your information, Michelle.
Okay, so it looks like they're actually shipping it as 2 separate boxes, which kind of makes sense. Okay. So the
wheels in one and the
where's
other
the
stuff's in
shifter?
the other.
Shifter is out for delivery also. So shifter's coming today. Oh,
I gotta go. I gotta write down.
So they're gonna be shipping it as 3 separate boxes. Okay.
I gotta write down what I want for Christmas for Misty.
Yeah. So this is the.
I'll be back.
This is the G29 wheel pedals. And it's not really that super heavy because I was able to pick it up without even much work. And then, of course, the shifter, which is an optional thing, is only specifically for the G923, the 29, and 920. So that's a standard 6-speed shifter. The 2 so-called paddle shifters you're talking about, we're going to use those as turn signals because the truck needs turn signals. So it kind of makes sense because if you look at my Xbox controller, that's exactly what we do. Because you got the 2 buttons up here. This is the right, this is the left turn signal, and then you got the. And then of course you got the A and the Y. So you're gonna have to get used to a whole different style of patterns for controls, camera. So theoretically, you can use this for the Windows side of it as well. So you can help the controller, the keyboard, the wheel, the shifter, and also you can program the Stream Deck to also provide additional controls for the wheel as well. So you can have use your Elgato Stream Deck as a button box for the wheel. So you can turn on the lights, turn on the windshield wipers, hazards, things like.
I'll talk to you later. Michelle, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. All right, I'll talk to you later, Tina.
Bye, Tina.
I'm going to stay here, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be talking or anything.
Right. So I gotta wait for the other things to come. They're all going on out today as 3 separate boxes. So I'll go ahead and check for all 3 boxes, and then I'll bring them all together and open them all at once. So we don't get all. We'll have something to show people because I gotta plug the shifter into the wheel and all that. It's a pretty basic wheel. I mean, it's not the most expensive. I mean, it used to cost like £300. It's like a lot cheaper now because it's replaced the G27, which is obsolete. Which it's the G29, so it's a better wheel. Except, like Scroll said, the G27 shifter was nice because the shifter had a separate keypad control and 4 unlabeled buttons that you could program for truck functions. But the wheel itself didn't have very many buttons on the wheel itself on the G27. Only had 6 buttons on the wheel itself. So we'll have to see how this works. I did clean the box. Michelle cleaned the box last night. Yeah. All right, Michelle, so I'll talk to you later, okay? I think she's on the site already. All right, so... So, like I said, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for the other packages today and see when they all come, and then I'll
If you
start...
need any tips on that game, Michelle, my husband plays that game you're talking about. He loves that game.
Yeah, okay.
That trucking game?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you probably figured out that the fact is that we don't have the standard turn signal stick on the side of the wheel. We're going to have to, like I said, use those two paddles in the back as right and left turn signals.
Well, it's cool you have it on the wheel, though. I mean, it's realistic, because that's how it would be in a car.
Yeah. That's how
I'm
it
sure
would
you
probably
could
be
play
in a more
other games
modern
with it,
car,
too.
yeah, because you're going to need turn signals when you're driving on the simulated highway, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's like if you're not careful in that game, if you don't do things right, the cops give you tickets and they
Well,
fine
I
you.
actually have no damage and no fines turned on, so theoretically, I can just kind of drive as a stupid nut and get away with it. But eventually,
hey, that's not fair. You got to be a reality driver.
But right
You got
now,
to make it so the game's more
I've been
realistic.
driving like that with the controller for almost a year or so. What was just easier because I was always smashing in things, getting fined, and I couldn't even get my trucking business started because I was always paying fines all the time. I was like, God.
Oh, got it. No, that makes sense then, Michelle. It's probably better you have that turned on for you then.
Yeah. But maybe I'll turn it off. Maybe I'll switch it to fines and trucker rolls, which means you have to take a break every 16 hours eventually in the game time. It's real life time is probably like 4 hours of gameplay. You're supposed to stop and take a break. But I mean, I haven't played it so long anyway. I'm rusty. You know, even if I play with my Xbox controller, I'm still rusty. You know.
You got to get used to something new now too, because that steering wheel isn't anything you've ever used. So it's going to take a little bit.
You gotta dial it all in too, because it's got the G-force thrusting function and other things.
Oh, yeah. So it has like the vibrations.
Yeah,
that's cool.
My Xbox controller does have it too, but not as sophisticated.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the force.
The whole thing's gonna move. You know?
I mean, it doesn't have the force resistance like the wheel will have. So, like if you're turning, you're not gonna have that feeling of resistance when you're turning.
Yeah.
When the Xbox.
That's kind of cool. I can see why you like it now, because it like gives you a chance to do something that you would probably never really do, which is just driving.
Yeah.
You know, you can probably play other games too besides that one. Maybe like some racing games.
Oh, of course,
or something.
racing games.
Cool.
Yeah, and then at the.
You gotta look into that too, Michelle.
Yeah, I can look into that too.
Maybe a racing game that you like or would want to try.
And now, forget tomorrow when the other computer comes. I'm gonna pop the bonnet on it, look at the innards, and see what kind of connectors it has for expansion. And if I got enough power, I might put in my ATI. I might put in my ATI R280X PCIe card in there. If it has two PCIe power connectors, 6 pins, so that we'd be able to use set up a Hackintosh with metal support. And then I could also use it with Linux too.
Yeah, makes sense. Build a computer out of, what you got.
Recipe goes up most of the time, yes. That's why you don't really see a lot of cat dingleberries in the cat box. But at nighttime, he kind of tends to use the cat box just like I would. If I was stuck on an outhouse in the middle of the cold when it's freezing, I probably would set up a commode pot in the house. I'm not going to sit there and go freezing outside just to drop a loaf. It's not so bad if you got to take a pee, but take a poo in the middle of the cold? No, thanks. I think it's true with cats too. They're like, hey, I got a nice warm place I can take a poop. I'm going to do that, because he knows I keep the cat box pretty good It's not perfect, but he knows at least I try.
As long as you do it, like, try to do it once a week, Michelle. Just designate a day.
I did.
That's what
I
we
did
do.
it. I actually did it yesterday morning, and then I found fresh new dingleberries. And then when Stan came over, and I was like, "Oh." So I do check it usually once a
Are you
day.
saying Stan pooped in the litter box? That's Stan.
Stan came by.
Who does he think he is?
And I got another bag cat litter put in there, but I'm gonna eventually have to get more litter. 5-pound bags of cat litter doesn't really go very far. It's like I tried Tidy Cats. That stuff was crap.
Mhm.
The fresh stuff was good. The Walmart stuff was good. The generic clay stuff was fine. But the fancy Tidy Cat multi-cat formula is a joke. I will never buy that again. No way.
I mean, you don't have multiple cats, Michelle. You just have him, so.
Right. But even so,
Mhm.
everybody keeps talking about the scoopable litters, which is just as frustrating because then you get these big
Well,
clay bricks showing up on your cat box.
Maybe you should add to your wish list one of those self-cleaning cat litter boxes, and then
I
someone can
heard that
buy it
those
for you.
things, some of
Complaining
those
about
cat
it.
boxes can be a bad mistake for the cat's safety. I don't know what the story with that is, but I mean, if that's true,
Really?
that the litter box
Wow.
can malfunction, and then all of a sudden the cat could end up getting in trouble. I don't really want that. Besides, it just gives me another excuse not to do anything. I don't.
Yeah, Rusty's pretty big too. He might not fit in one of those like average sized cat
He is on the
boxes.
extra large side, and they're also very expensive. Even the litter maids. I mean, they're not cheap. Like $300 for a cat box.
Yeah, I've seen those.
I'd rather spend
They're
maybe
crazy.
$300 on a robot vacuum cleaner. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Get one of those
you want a Roomba?
iRobot
A Roomba, Michelle?
Roombas, and maybe get the mopping one for the kitchen floor. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all. And then maybe get the really narrow one that's just basically a tall, skinny bucket that just can do the bathroom floor, But it might get stuck in the one corner we talk about because it might be going, "Help! I can't get out of here. I'm stuck." Please move my. Let me do better than that, thanks, Kenny. Let me switch to the other camera. There we go.
There you are, Michelle. There's our beautiful Michelle.
Well, I can't zoom out on my webcam. There's no option to zoom out on my webcam. So I can mount my webcam farther back, but that's about it. There's no place to mount it further back. It doesn't work that way. Well, Joey just did.
My baby's crawling now, Michelle.
Okay.
She follows me everywhere.
So that's good and that's bad. I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, she can
especially if you
everything.
got especially if you got stairs,
No stairs, just one story, but lots of places for her to go.
Yeah. But you still gotta be careful.
Yeah, we got 4 rooms and I trap her in one with baby gates and she has all her safe things in that one room. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah. But it's good that she's starting to move around. That's good,
Oh yeah, she's got siblings to chase, so she's probably gonna be walking soon.
How old is she anyway now?
Let me see. What's today? What's the date today?
26th of November.
So she's 10 months, almost 11 months. She'll be 11 months on the 12th next month.
Oh, okay. Sagittarius, huh?
Yep, I got 2 of them.
Yeah, really.
Her and her brother.
Sagittarius is the sign that likes to travel and look around the world.
That makes sense, because when she's outside, she's happier.
Right.
Yeah, I think you just nailed it.
Well, I'm Virgo. Well,
She likes water too.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's
Funny
a
thing
water
though,
sign, but
Sagittarius is an air sign, or is a fire sign, not a water sign. But
yeah. She just likes being in the
she likes
bath.
to
I don't
explore.
know.
That's what they do. You know.
Yeah, I guess whether it's in water or on land, huh? Interesting.
Speaking of that, I wonder, see what the latest story with the packages are, because I don't know how many times the FedEx or the Amazon truck shows up. So we got one thing by one truck. I don't know how
Yeah,
many.
if you go under your orders, Michelle, it should tell you on there.
I
If
got
you
the app on my
go,
phone. Yeah, I got the phone. I sent them both out for delivery. So let's see.
well, I can walk you through it if you don't know what to do. It's under your
It
like account. You click on
says
that little person. You go to
Tuesday, November
orders.
26th by 10 p.m.
There you go.
For the USB hard drive cases, the action camera, and then the delivery outfit delivery, which is the gaming controller or the joystick shifter, is by 10 p.m. also.
Oh, cool.
So
you're guaranteed to
the
get it
other
today.
two are actually packaged by other companies. One's packaged by 8 kg Kudu Direct. The other one is packaged sold by GECKOG. That's coming a little later as a separate box. The controller is coming from Amazon Services Direct. So, just like the
Don't make much money. There's still
just like
$300
this.
for those things.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing this stuff, because I mean I'm really, it just really excites me. I mean, the fact is I've got this controllers coming. Technically I could power this up right now without the shifter, but I have to go through all the effort to set it up anyway. I might as well set it up all at once instead of getting the thing half baked, if you know what I'm saying. Arriving today be at 1:45 to 4:45 p.m. as a controller, and the other one's coming around 1:45 to 4:45. So it might be two more boxes coming individually. I guess that works. 1:45, 4:45. So tonight we'll probably be starting the vertical or the portrait stream. Sorry, it's not going to be a movie. It's not going to be an American bestseller. It's not going to be a box office smash. But eventually, that's something that Dabs is wondering: is when are you ever going to have movies again? Well, the problem is that the Pirate Bay is turned into the pirate shit. It's garbage now. It doesn't really have movies anymore, because of they get shoving ads in everywhere. It used to be you used to be able to go to one site and download, and then you find out that you can't download crap. I tried under Firefox and it doesn't work. I tried under Chrome, and Chrome doesn't want to talk to the Pirate Bay. I'd rather just get stuck with a bazillion ads, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work, and of course, if I knew somebody had an old Redbox gaming kiosk that's been abandoned, maybe we can grab all the DVDs out of that and then just play those. But I don't know anybody has a Redbox abandoned kiosk that they want to go ahead and open, so I can just grab all the movies and throw them in here. But then I have to figure out plug in my Blu-ray player, which right now this desk is so full of USB stuff. There's no place to put anything. I don't even know where I'm gonna shove the wheel, for that matter. Same reason. There's like not much room here. So
yeah, are you reading what they're telling you in the chat, Michelle? Like Mojo and Kay, they're saying that there's a way you can go on your Amazon and change like delivery instructions for them. That way they can bring
the
it to your
delivery
door.
instructions are absolutely fine, because that's exactly 1:45 to 4:45 is absolutely fine. I'm not going anywhere today, so that should be no problem. There's actually going to be shipping things as two more boxes. So,
But it's gonna be hard for you to get all that stuff up the stairs, Michelle, with how
no,
your knee
that's what
is
they
and
did. They
everything.
just left this right outside, right out my front door. I didn't even
Oh,
have to pick it up from downstairs. It was.
great. So they'll bring it to your door.
They usually do, yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
But
you're
every
good
now and
then.
then, but they're really small things. They might just leave them downstairs in the hallway.
I think we had the understanding you had to go downstairs to get these things.
Right.
And
I
that's
already
hard
gave
for
them
you.
specifically the instructions. They know my instructions is on file. I explained it. I live
Perfect.
on the 3rd floor. I already explained that. I
Okay, so
explained how
she's
to
already done it, guys. That's awesome.
did that some time ago. It's already on file for that reason for special delivery instructions.
Good. I mean, you should take advantage of those things.
I did state my disabilities, so they know.
Yeah.
You
I
know.
mean, you don't have to. You don't have to state what you actually are. You just say you're disabled. They don't need to know exactly what is wrong.
Right. I explained it. It's very
Not their
difficult for
business.
me to carry things up from big boxes from downstairs. This box would have been kind of clunky. If I had to go and grab this box, it would have been easy to carry, but some of the stuff like the Blue Eddy power box I was gonna buy, that weighs over 40 pounds. Do you realize how heavy that is? And me trying to lug that up 3 flights of stairs, I'd be like, couple steps, thump, put it down. Couple more steps, thunk, put it down. Couple more steps, thunk, put it down. By the time I'm done getting up here, what normally would be like 5 minutes for me, normally when I'm not carrying anything, be like a 15-minute ordeal just getting that box up the stairs.
It'll take you half a day, huh, Michelle?
No, maybe not not quite half a day, but more like about 15 minutes to get up the stairs. And that's one of the reasons I really didn't want to buy it, even I could use it. But like Carmen said, you're going to buy that thing, it's only going to give you about an hour run time. If you use it on the full load, you're not going to be getting a huge amount of run time out of it, which is true. Yes, I know they have. Absolutely. But right now, the stuff that would be downstairs is fairly small. The big clunking box I needed to bring them up, brought it up, which is the actual steering wheel and the pedals. The other stuff is small. So,
yeah, the steering wheel and the pedals
my
are really
biggest
heavy.
problem is making sure they bring it to the right house. But then Amazon was just here, so that shouldn't be too hard for them to figure out, right? I mean, if they have to, the driver can go to the other driver. Hey, where is 112 Main Street? Oh, I was just there. Here's the address information. Oh, okay, thanks. Because I got to bring Michelle's 2 other items and boxes, and I want to make sure I get them to the right place. So
probably the same driver, Michelle.
or maybe by the
Sometimes you
same
get the
driver
name.
too. In other words, it could be that maybe the smaller boxes might be at the bottom of a pile of other smaller boxes. I know the same thing happens sometimes with FedEx. Or not FedEx, UPS will do the same thing. Sometimes, I've seen very rarely, but it does happen. Sometimes the driver will come by twice if he has multiple boxes, because sometimes one box might be buried underneath a whole bunch of other small boxes that he had to deliver. So he might say, well, all this stuff is going from 112 Main Street, so they try to put it all in one delivery, but sometimes they forget, and they're like, oh, I used to go get one more box from Michelle. I gotta hoof back over there and bring it to her. I don't really have too many sexy pictures of Dory. She's just not that sexy. Sorry, it's true. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I mean, the PC I've got coming is a mini workstation. It's not one of those micro skinny PCs that some people talk about. It's not what they call small form factor. It's an older machine, but it's a full size computer. So, I'm looking forward to it. And then the computer is being delivered by FedEx tomorrow. And then I gotta clear all the stuff out of the bedroom, and I gotta get the KVM hooked up that Brian PC sent me, so I can get some of my 2004 5 Mac Pro or my Power Mac G5 can still use the KVM and the network switch, so I can play the game simultaneously. But my power strip, unfortunately, the outlets on it are old and worn down, but they use the standard household outlets. So I really should go to the hardware store eventually and pick up some new outlets to mount into my power strip, because those outlets are kind of lost a lot of the grab on the plugs. So what's this? Mojo, oh my god, I love the Truman Show. US, it's free on here. Or Tracy Truman. Or you're talking about Tracy Ullman show. Which is kind of where the start with the Simpsons, actually, from the Tracy Ullman show. They have left things downstairs, I remember, yes. They've also left things at the wrong street address, too. Which is even more frustrating, because then I have to find out which street address they left them at.
Well, you have a lot of expensive things coming, Michelle. So
No, the most
that's,
expensive thing's right
it's gotta be
here
on
next to me. The most expensive thing, the wheel, is right next to me. The next thing that's coming by FedEx, and they're better about it, is the computer that's coming tomorrow.
Do you have to sign for it, or?
Yeah, I
Did
have
you
to
just
sign for the computer, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So that helps, yeah. So they're not going to be able to just drop it off anywhere. They're going to need signature. And they do have my street address. And FedEx usually brings stuff upstairs.
Perfect.
Especially if they say signature required.
Yeah. It's just that time of year, Michelle, where people order things too, so you have to be careful. Like, I'm not
No, I
joking
don't have
about
YouTube
them
Premium.
following delivery trucks. They really do it. So
No, I don't have YouTube
Okay.
Premium. But you know what's worse about the advertisements for playing YouTube movies on Kick is the fact is, who's going to be there to keep pressing skip ads? I normally don't usually go ahead and watch the video and click skip ads. I mean, I'd rather probably do it through maybe Pluto or Crackle or something with their ads. At least you know they're going to automatically skip them, Well, they don't skip them, they play through, but they're usually pretty short. Yeah, and please do hit the likes, guys. So when everything comes today, we will work on a vertical stream. It's kind of technical, and but because we're gonna be doing all the setup. But I'm looking forward to getting everything working. Oh, by the way, for those of you who wanted to know how we're doing with the subscriber count, let me get you that number in case some of you guys are really curious about this. We are currently at 3,015 subs. 3,015 subs. How much of revenue? Let's go to the revenue. Let's see what this revenue. Audience. Let's take a look at audience first. That's on the rise. Revenue is currently at $387.73. So in short, we're bringing home a nice chunk of change right now, which is great because all this stuff gets really expensive. You know what I'm saying? And yes, eventually I am going to be upgrading my TV, not a 32-inch with 1080p or maybe even 4K for gaming, so that we can have better quality video. But the thing is that for the 4K, the video card with only 4 gigabytes of RAM isn't going to cut it. I'm going to have to go with a 16 gigabyte, like the RX 580 card. It has 8 gigabytes of RAM in it. And because that's going to be important, or an NVIDIA card with 8 gigabytes of RAM, those are getting even more expensive. You know. Okay. So you guys, are you coming up here to Winston on Saturday? Because we or Noodles wanted to come up here on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and leave Sunday. So I was wondering how that's going to work, because he's technically is going to be in Winston on Saturday. At least that was his plans. So do you know how we were going to be meeting up? Are you coming up with him? Are you coming up separately? Or I'm just curious how you're going to do that. So what do you think? So what do you think about the Chris Plus wants to come up here on the weekend? Michelle. Okay. Oh, Noodles is coming Saturday, because I know Noodles said to me, he said, I want to come on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday. So I was just trying to figure out how that's going to work. Oh, I see. Okay, good. I see. All right, that makes sense now. All right, so you're just going to come up to our address and meet with us in your own car. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. So, I'm looking forward to trying this wheel out. I'll have to open the box when I got the rest of the stuff, instead of opening it separately. Yes, the Knights of Columbus in Torrington, at 157 Litchfield Street, is having Thanksgiving dinner from 1 to 4. So, I'm looking forward to that. Also, Krista did originally say her mother was willing to make a platter for me. And so I think it would be fun. Here's what we're going to do, which is related to what Noodles wanted to do. Thursday, vertical live stream pretty much all day. Friday, we'll be here, vertical live stream, some music. Also, we're going to be doing a portrait live stream. A landscape live stream at the same time for the regular show. So the vertical live stream is going to be more like if you want to be part of the show, we're just going to pin the address, how to join the regular portrait live stream, so people can read the chat. And then Saturday, I don't know what we're doing Saturday, but probably the same thing. Sunday, we have Noodles eventually is going to be going home, so then we'll have to do Silver Moon Radio. Yes, we went last year. Yep, to the Knights of Columbus, same place. And dancing in the evening. Yep, that makes sense, right? But maybe what we'll do is, to get people to watch us in Kick, is we could do this. We could mute the sound on the YouTube stream, and that way we can play music and stuff on the Kick stream, so that the Kick stream will be able to kick off the heels and have a kick stream, and then we won't be in violation of YouTube. It's not gonna bring in a lot of views though, because they're gonna be like, we can't hear shit. The answer is, of course you can't hear shit, because you can't play music, because we'll get demonetized. I mean, Stan did not deliberately play music on the stream room yesterday, but they had the jukebox on at ABC Pizza, and I did hear it playing, and my microphone is hypersensitive, and it picked up the songs, and the Content ID recognized them. So then we got demonetized for that, and I could strip out all the music, but then you lose all the side chat, and I really kind of want to read the side chat. Yes, absolutely. But I think me and Noodles are gonna do that maybe on Thursday night. But yes, I do have the cookie mix. I'm gonna show you. All right, let me double check. See, I know I have the eggs. I bought the eggs, and I do a butter, and I didn't buy any oil, but I think I have oil. So let's see. Yeah. It's the dense package myself. I got it. Okay, so this is a Duncan Hines chocolate chip cookie mix. Okay, so let's see what I got. Let's see, I know I got butter and stuff. So let's see here. We have 1 stick of butter and 1 egg. Okay. Perfect. Then we're all set. And I remember, I think I got another cookie. Oh yeah, I got some leftover cookies for Santa. Sugar cookies that have been sitting in my pantry for a while, unopened. We can make them. They might be a little stale, but hell, might as well use them, right? Cookies for Santa, sugar cookies. Maybe me and Noodles might like to make those too. Yeah, I understand that. I gave me and Krista ate up the rest of those muffins that we made last time. She said they were pretty good. She liked them. She said they came out well because unlike the last time I made them when the muffins were a little bit half baked, they came out pretty good.
It's probably worth it to throw away the stale mix and get a new one, Michelle. They're like $2.
Yeah. Yeah, but
They make the
the
same ones,
grocery
probably,
store going to
the
be
Brandy
open?
Hall.
The only thing is the grocery store going to be open on Thanksgiving, though?
Some of them are.
Yeah, notice the word some. Are they the ones that are nearby me? That's the question.
Usually you'll just find they're going to close early, Michelle. So as long as you get there before, it's already insane, no matter what grocery store you go to right now.
Yeah. Well, maybe we could. If he's coming here Friday anyway, maybe we can go ahead and pick up some stuff at the store. And you know what? I want to buy more. I want to buy one more thing for this computer thing. And it's going to be something that I really think we're going to want to get. I want to get another one of these anyway. I want to get another one of these. Stream Decks for the other computer. Because this way I can have the same kind of conveniences of button presses. Michelle, you're already paying for you already got the free iPhone app that does the same thing. So there's no reason why you couldn't install the software and just use your phone to control both the software programs in both computers. You already bought the Elgato phone app. Yeah, that's true. But I always like to have things with buttons I can physically feel in my fingers so I can press them. Yeah. Yeah.
You could probably make sugar cookies from scratch too. They're pretty basic.
Yeah. It is. We need some brown sugar. We need some chocolate chips. We need some.
No, not for sugar cookies. You wouldn't. You already have a chocolate chip mix right there, so you have that one. Sugar cookies, you wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
You have eggs
Right.
already. You need some
You see, you
sugar,
need some
flour.
vanilla. You need some flour.
Yep.
You need some eggs.
Salt and baking powder, and you'd be
Yeah,
good.
baking
Some
powder,
flour.
which you can turn it from baking soda by baking the baking soda in the oven for a period of like 20 minutes. And it'll through a process of conversion, will turn into baking powder.
Oh, that's cool. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to know. So if you don't want to get baking powder that's already processed, so you got baking soda laying around the house, they'll do that. And let's be honest, either one is dirt cheap, especially baking soda. Which I need to use
Yeah.
I use baking soda for the cat box every so often too.
Yeah, it's a good deodorizer. You know, it's really good for your fridge to open one and just put it in there. It absorbs all
That's
the
true. But my fridge really
food.
hasn't gotten really dirty. Well, it doesn't get dirty, but the fridge kind of just still stuff gets
It
sits
keeps
in
it
there.
smelling fresh in there, though. I like it.
They keep smelling a little bit better, yeah.
I don't know. I hate it when you put things in the fridge and it like will smell like something else when you eat it. That's the worst.
All right, let me check the temperatures for tomorrow. Yes, it's not going to be as warm. Let's see. I don't know if CBS has cookie mix. They might. Krista and I might meet next week because she wasn't feeling well. But let's see. And no, I'm not calling Instacart just to order cookie mix. That's crazy. Today is gonna be 9 degrees Celsius. Tomorrow is gonna be 7. Overcast. Thursday is gonna be rain, 80%, no snow, which is good because it means that no one's gonna have to worry about being snowed in. So no snow jobs. No snow jobs. Yep, no snow jobs. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the stuff that's coming today. See, two of the things in the order, or things I ordered in the list were already on my shopping list originally. There is one more thing I'm waiting from. I ordered from Teespring. I ordered my Virgo coffee cup, and I'm still waiting for my Virgo coffee cup because I kind of want my Virgo Way coffee cup because I keep showing it on the screen as it's so cool because it says can I say it's the Virgo Way, thinking every day. Like say something like that. Yeah. Well, just why don't you? Yeah, when the cup comes, you can show it. Well, maybe you can add it to this list here so people can check it out. Yes, I can. All right, so let's see if I can add my item here. No, that's the poll. No, I don't want to do a poll. Okay, I want to. Oh, okay. Membership, super sticker, super chat, membership gifting. Oh, yes, I'm able to give you out some of those today. Let's gift out my memberships for the people that are still here. So, there you go. Just giving out 5 memberships today. Who are the lucky ones who enter the lottery? Human Body. Medical Dillard. Irene. Full Botchic Forum, Gaming Theory. So you guys have got your free gifted memberships for today. So you can all check them out. You know, so you get your double bling when you get memberships. If you do memberships on Kick, you get a single bling and not a double bling. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Mojo, you keep missing out. I don't know why. Well, you can give out the last 5 free ones. Alright, I want to give out the last 5 free ones and see who gets them. Alright, let's do that. Let's give out 5 more free ones. Okay? The last 5. Okay? So I'm going to give out 5 more. Alright, these are the 5 more and we're giving out. Okay. Let's say Kristen, Sweet, Blonde, Irish Dance, Manic Manny, Sammy B, and I think so we got Kristen, Sweet Blonde,
Never
Irish
heard of any
Dance.
of these people. This is so frustrating. You should be able to pick them.
You're right. That is frustrating because these are people that are watching the show quietly in the background, and they probably have never thought, really haven't spoken. They're just
Yeah.
quietly lurking. But still,
I wish they gave it more to like the interactive members over people that don't, you know?
yeah, I really wish they would change the firmware to say, hey, people who are actually interacting shouldn't get memberships. But that means some people
Yeah.
might say, well, that's not fair. But I think it is more fair because
How
if
is
you
it not
already.
fair? Because they're technically supporting your channel and it's shown in that way, you know?
Right. And it's showing
I don't know. I feel they
appreciation of
deserve it
them.
most.
Yeah.
YouTube is horseshit. We need to contact them and change this policy.
Oh, I suppose if I wanted to go how anti-up green stamps, I could probably force the issue a little more. No, you're not. You can't because it's the same deal. Even if you bought memberships, okay, just for example, if Michelle was to buy memberships, membership gifting, for example, she could buy 50 memberships for $149.50. Okay, this is the most she could buy at a time. $149.50. Holy smokes, that's expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. It's deep, but yeah, $149 to give out 50 memberships is a lot of money for me. And everybody will be listening to bling, 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 bling. I would probably just end up basically just tell the thing just not to keep blinging them because it would probably drive everybody crazy.
Oh, Mojo. It's okay. I'm going to send Mojo membership money. Here every day.
Right.
It's okay, Mojo. And she's so nice, too.
You would think the ones that are interacting should be getting them first. You're right. I agree. But they're free. They get the free 10 ones, so I guess that's not like it's any major money off my back. But if I start paying $150 for 50 of them, I'm going to be a little more vexed if all of a sudden I find out total strangers are getting them and all the people I want to give them to specifically can't. If you same thing with over there with the Kick, when I send out subscriptions, it's the same deal. 50 subscriptions are they're $6 a piece. 50 of them is 300 smackers. I'm like, are you serious? And I don't guarantee I'm gonna have a choice of who I'm gifting them to. Actually, you do get a little more choice with Kick. I do. Yeah, I do. But then away, it's a luck of the draw. It's like the Irish sweepstakes. You know, somebody's gonna. Sorry, Kate. I still want to give one to Seabreeze, and I never gave her one yet. And I know NASQ, I really should have one too. And sadly enough, I just can't seem to get the memberships out to NASQ or Seabreeze. I told him, I said, give me your PayPal or Cash App, and I'll send you some money so you can go ahead and get a membership because that might be the only way they're going to get memberships. And this kind of sucks because it's like, but don't forget, when you guys get a membership, though, you do all have an advantage. You do not have to worry about manually renewing. You can automatically get them renewed automatically. So you don't have to worry about forgetting because you can just go ahead and let the system automatically renew. I don't know, Michelle, you knew that.
Yeah, I found it's better if you unsubscribe well, not unsubscribe, but whatever it is from unmembershipping. Because then
Yeah.
it gives you the chance to get the free
Because
ones.
it depends on when your money comes in, right? So, like, if you don't get paid on your Social Security check until
Right.
the 3rd, and all of a sudden they want to
And
start
then it
charging you for
automatically pulls
membership
the
on
money.
the
Mm-mm.
31st of the last month, and all of a sudden you're like, your bank account is almost empty, and all of a sudden you got to get charged non-sufficient funds charge, which kind of sucks. And then you're like, and all of a sudden you start screaming like a 2-year-old. Like, I mean, that's true. You can suspend that. And I understand that as being on a fixed income, how frustrating that is. They get to see all the videos that are members only. Not everything is public. We have a couple members only content on this channel. Things that are more likely to get limited no ads because of a variety of reasons. Those videos are often available only for members.
You get a cool little sticker thing by your name, and you get to use emojis too.
Oh yeah, the stickers are awesome. I gotta get some more created, but yeah, you get access to the stickers. You also get to see members only content, like I mentioned, but you also members only live streams, where either you can chat as members only, but everybody else can watch, or only members can watch, but nobody can chat unless you're a member. There's a couple things. Same thing with the Kick. If you get a subscription on Kick, there are things that subscribers can get access to that the regular followers cannot, which is like regular subscribers on YouTube. Why they call these things different names is confusing as heck. Because they're really when you say subscribers on YouTube, they're really your followers. When you say subscribers, I think subscribe as in money changing hands. So they really should change memberships to subscribers and just call the subscribers followers to be more consistent along with Kick and Twitch, because it really confuses everybody. Yeah, well, I'm not. You know what? When I first came here and typed, I was blocked because I didn't have any content. That's okay, Kay. I mean, there was a lot of mistakes made. The people. Yeah, but Kay, I don't know who did that. It's not me. I didn't do that to you. We're trying to find consistency in that to prevent that from happening again. We talked about this yesterday in the morning show, as you remember, was we were trying to figure out when should we interact with that and make it clear about when that stuff's happening. And so yeah, we're trying to make that right for everybody. So please don't hold it against my people. Sometimes we make mistakes. There are people concerned. It says here the video, the availability is not affected. Then it says some of the songs here is sharing copyright, and some of them it's not sharing copyright, and I don't get it. I mean, it's just the way. And I asked YouTube about that. I said, why is it that if every time when I get a video that has monetized content and I remove the content, why do you remove all the all the chat replays? Oh, it's just because the way our system is set up, it's really hard for us to re-index the video. I call BS on that. What do you mean it's hard for you to re-index the video? It's not hard. Really. The video is the same length. It's just a matter of you just gotta put the video back with the chat, and that's it, because the length of the video doesn't change. Unless there's something else that they're not telling me in the background, like, oh, well, we're afraid maybe if somebody starts talking about the song that's playing, then we're going to have people complaining because they can't hear the song. I watch them every year, but never chatted. I had to create a channel and then I got blocked. Like I said, Kay, we need to work on that better, okay? I mean, we're still working this out. Our channel is growing like a weed. This is going to take a while for our mods. I see our because Lumi has the same problem. Not to your level, no. I can't even get my channel to grow as much as yours. As much as I'd like to see my channel grow, Michelle, my channel's just not growing. And even if I did hit the magic number of subscribers, I can't be monetized because I don't have a social security number. I don't have a bank account. So unfortunately, I can never be monetized. Welcome to the dark reality of sharing a body with another person. She gets all the fringe benefits. I get none of them. I really wish there was some way we could fix that. I really do, but I don't know how they would fix that. I mean, what would you do? Talk to an immigration lawyer? I mean, it just it's so rare. I don't even think there's any way to really do it.
No, if you go that route, Michelle, they'll put you in a loony bin. We're not doing that.
Well, maybe not, but the point is, it's so rare that the judge, like especially Social Security, is going to go, "Hey, wait a minute. Does that mean that Lumi, since technically she's illegal, should also be eligible for Then wait, are you guys? Did you say you're married? Oh, that means that Michelle has to give up her disabled adult child benefits because you're supposed to support her. But you're disabled too, so how are you supposed to support her when you don't even get a check? So Michelle will end up basically getting screwed. I get screwed, and then nobody's happy, and everybody was screaming at each other. Yeah. You are a regular person and you're a nice person. I mean, I don't know what happened back then, Kay. It's been so long. You've been engaging with us since that time, and we have unblocked you, and you never had a problem with it again, to my knowledge. Oh, Putty Tat needs to be unblocked. I gotta take care of Putty Tat too. Putty Cat. Putty Cat. I gotta unblock Putty Cat as well. I told him I would do that. So let me take care of that real quick here. They said to me that I didn't try to say anything bad or anything, and that I was blocked. And I said, okay. I said, I'll look into it. And so a lot of these people I don't even know. So, but I know some of these are definitely fake. So I'm only unblocking one person because they said that they really wanted to be able to chat, and they're not a troll. There they are. Alright, this is the person right here. Only one person I'm unblocking that actually reached out to me. So, if that person starts acting funny, then we know what to do. But if that person doesn't do anything nasty, let them stick around. Because we've had a couple heavy-handed actions in the last few days, and I only did one. I'm unblocking one person that said that they was trying to reach my show and they didn't do anything wrong and they were blocked. Only one person, no one else. Okay? Yeah, and these people here are just verifying that the person's legit. So, a lot of these other people, I have no idea who the hell they are, but that came in with the last few verticals. Yeah. And no one else has even bothered to reach out to me, Tiger Kitty. None of them have. None of these people have reached out to me at all. Okay? And even Joe just admitted that Putty Tat is is well liked. So she verified that the person is legit. Right. So that's what I'm saying. We need to go through the blocked list. We really do, because I got a feeling a lot of legitimate, really real people were blocked. And so let me go ahead, copy the list, run it through sort and unique, and then I will post the list up on the group, and between me, you, and Noodles, and we can pick through the list, and then you can give me a list of names to unblock. So, in other words, delete the ones that are bad, and then I'll just have the list of names that should be unblocked, and I'll go unblock them. Because, I mean, there are some legitimate people, the false positives, that probably got blocked, and we need to go through that. Especially if the people that are part of Noodle's channel and have some legitimacy to them, and others can verify that they're legit, then remember, for a while, Red was getting kind of heavy-handed. I mean, one of the mods was getting kind of heavy-handed. I think it was Red, but I'm not sure. No, it wasn't Red. It was somebody else. Okay, whatever. So we need to go through and check this list. Yeah. Yeah, we need to work on that. We already kind of covered this yesterday on the show. We need to work on that, trying to make sure to clean out the problems. It's hurting the channel growth if we don't fix the problems so legitimate people, can talk and likewise, Tiger Kitty, we need to do the same thing for Kick and Twitch as well, and maybe D Live. I don't think anyone blocked anybody on Twitch lately or Kick, but we might need to do the same thing with Kick and Twitch as well. Yes, exactly. It was. And I don't know what the story is. I just know is that I don't want to upset anyone. I just want to try to do a good show. I want to try to reach out to the good people. It's a lot of work to be a mod in any channel. It really is. Especially when you're doing 11, 12, 13, 14-hour streams and you have to sit there and watch some of the real bad level 1s and level 2 trolls come in and start saying the crazy garbage, especially the level 2s with the doxing and the crazy antics and stuff. But the level 1, the class clowns, most of those guys are pretty harmless. You don't really have to worry about them as much. But then you got the level 1s that are not really trolls at all, but really just don't understand. Those guys we can try to share and educate, but it doesn't always work. Okay. Well, no, I'll show the list to Tiger Kitty Noodles and Gidgey and others so that we can go through it. So let me just copy the list, and then I'll go ahead and run it through sort and unique so we can get the list at least alphabetically organized and go through them. And that way we can clean it out. That's why I'm going to show you the list before you do anything. Although you're administrative mod, you can actually already go through the list yourself, Tiger Kitty. I don't even have to do the list copy. You can just go right into yourself as an administrator because you're an administrator. So you can go through the same list as well in the back room, and you can go look at it yourself. Maybe you know these people. Maybe you know the ones. It'll make my life a lot easier. If you want to go through when you get some time, just go through the list as an administrator, because you can clean out the list as an administrator too. That's why you're an administrator. I'm an administrator on it too, but I agree with Michelle. It's a lot of people that we don't know. She is probably working. She was on a little bit in the morning when we were talking about noodles, but yeah, I know. So what we'll try to do is get the list sorted out. And checking the Amazon again? Yeah. Why, you think it's changed any? Nah, I don't think so. Well, we'll check it anyway. Let's see. Go back to Amazon. Okay. Let me update the list. Slide it down. Arriving today. So, our wheel's not here yet. I mean, the wheel's here, but the shifter isn't. So, yeah, Michelle, I might end up talking to you and your husband about the wheel, because if I have to, because first thing is, I know that these wheels are being used by people with 20/20 vision. I'm going to have to figure out how is the best way to set up a person with bad eyesight, as there's going to be a lot of things I'm going to have to figure out. For example, on the desk in the other room, should I go ahead and buy an arm that mounts to the desk instead, so that I can take the 27-inch monitor and raise it above the wheel? I would, because of that reason, so you could see it better. Just get a 21-inch monitor like you got here, and then you can raise it high and dry over the desk so you can see it better. Because a flat monitor, like it's sitting on there, 32-inch TV is great, but then it's got a VESA mount on it, but it's only limited to about 720p basically, or 1080i. So I would just go ahead and get a 1080p computer monitor, or get one of those Vizio TVs or something with a VESA mount, and then just buy the bracket with a 70 to 100 millimeter, mount it to the back and mount it on the swing arm. Yeah, we can get a swing arm. Yeah. And then I'll be able to have it so I can move it around on the desk, so I can raise it above the wheel. There you go. Well, guys, I gotta go take a powder, and use the bathroom, and so Michelle, I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, Michelle.
All right. Have a nice day, okay?
You too.
And so watch for the live stream, the vertical portrait afterwards.
You should do an unboxing, Michelle, for all your
That's
kitties.
going to be the unboxing. That's going to be the unboxing, and probably several hours of cussing and swearing as I try to figure out how to get this thing set up the way it's most comfortable for me.
It's okay. If you open a panel, Michelle, we can help you.
All right. Well, I could try, but what's the best way?
I'm looking at my husband's, and he has it where it mounts on his desk, and you can unmount it.
Yeah, I know how to mount on the desk. It says the mount can support the desks up to 5.
Somewhere.
It says the mount supports desks up to 5 centimeters thick. Well, my desk isn't even 3, so theoretically there should be no. But this desk is 3, but this one here is about 5, and where the turntables are. So
yeah,
we'll have to figure it out. And then of course the desk in the bedroom is like
permanent. You want it how it's staying,
Well, I have to be able to make it movable, obviously. So if I'm doing other things besides gaming, I can unplug it and put the wheel aside, so I can still.
Yeah.
And in the bedroom, that's a little different because no one really uses the computer in the bedroom much, because we have what they call network support, so we can always remotely access that desktop with the trackball, and that has a trackball and a mouse on it too. Oh, trackball, keyboard, and yeah, you do have an extra mouse. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get something set up, and so I might need some help with the software, but I don't know, because that's gonna be kind of personal settings, because everybody's gonna want a different feel So I may not want the wheel to be super aggro. I might want it to be light, like a gentle touch instead of basically being rough on me, because it's worth up to 10 newtons of force. And I don't really want to have to be wrenching my arms trying to turn a wheel. So I might need
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
I might need to adjust
They're not
it
that
a bit.
big, Michelle. They're like normal size. It's like they're smaller than a regular car steering wheel.
Right, smaller. It's
Yeah.
that's what I love. It's 270 millimeters. It's not as big.
Yeah, it's like a go-kart wheel. You're good.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
All
really
right,
similar
so
to a car wheel, though.
I'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
All right. Make sure you get your packages safe, Michelle.
Okay. All right, that's
All
what I'm
right.
going to be keeping it out for. All right. Bye-bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, one of the other packages, they said they're between 145 and 445, and maybe if we're lucky, they'll just slip them right by my door like they did this one, and then I won't have to go downstairs. But we still have to go downstairs to get the Virgo Way coffee cup. Yes, but that's not coming from Amazon. That's coming from Teespring. So that's coming by the post office. So I hope the cup arrives in one piece. Yeah, I'd be really unhappy if my cup comes and I found it broken. But the last time I bought coffee cups, I didn't have a problem with that. So maybe I might be lucky and not have coffee cup nasties and broken pieces of cups. Because I'm really looking for that Virgo cup. I really want that Virgo coffee cup really, really bad. I mean, because it's exciting. It's exciting to me. The coffee cup, and so keep an eye out for the wheel. Anyway, so I'm trying to go to the channel, but I'll be honest. If you want to know what I personally think of vertical, portrait mode, I don't really think I get the kind of viewership that I get on the stream. And more people seem to be engaging in these streams. But that's for the future. So, may you all have a happy and safe afternoon. And may you all be excellent to one another. Amen. All right, people. Time to go. See you in a little bit. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
MicheleMarieDalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer.